This episode of the Esoteric Order of Roleplayers is brought to you in part by the generosity of our backers on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/esotericrp to find out how you can become a backer too. The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present Prophecies of Doom, a Runequest Glorantha campaign, with David Larkins as the Game Master.
I drive a Dodge Stratus.
Nice.
I mean,
cue the
it must
music
be
again.
Yes.
salacious trying to find a place to get it worked
I don't
on
know.
here in
It's
the
almost
land
impossible.
of...
You
No,
can
it's
actually
just-
find it here. It's easy here.
It's like 3 points of rune magic just to
get a
keep it in
Dodge
ship
Stratus
shape.
stuff.
Yeah.
I'd like to spend my magic this week on repair car.
That would be heal wound
It's always transmission.
and
Let's see.
sanctify.
For
Sanctify.
yeah, it'd be like a combination of earth, fire, and water to like refuel it.
What do you think this is? Mage the Ascension? Alright, so... speaking of rune magic,
You can't just throw
I
it.
did figure out the difference between the rune heal spell and the spirit magic heal spell.
What is it?
So spirit magic healing only works on damaged hit locations.
Okay.
So if you take, ow, my arm, you take 4 points of damage to your arm, you can use spirit magic, heal that
Specific
damage.
spot.
Okay.
The rune magic heal spell heals your hit points.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
so spirit magic wounds, rune magic hit points.
Yes.
Nice.
Well, we don't have to worry about the hit locations because Renee's not with us today.
Oh.
That's true.
So
Nobody
she's
else
the-
has heal for spirit magic?
She's the
I have a cat
I do.
who
Oh,
does heal for spirit
I'm the
magic.
one who has
actually.
it
You guys can do
because I'm a healer.
that's right.
You are a healer, aren't
Well,
you?
I thought because she was.
No, I'm pretty sure she's only good with
a
like
dead-
dead people.
She's like works with corpses
She's good with
only.
dead
She
people?
works with the living. She works with the dead.
It's good. They've
It's-
got a
I'm your
thing
cousin.
going.
It's session 2. I'm still getting.
I'm pretty sure
It's
like
fine.
all of her rune magic though is
Yeah, it's all death
more
related.
occult
Yeah.
spirit
It's spirit related, yeah.
Ghosts
yeah.
and-
Ghosts and yeah.
resurrection and
Sounds good.
whatnot.
One would hope.
But I do have a
resurrection
cat
was.
who does spirit magic healing.
Okay, cool.
Does it lick you until you feel better?
Well, you tell me. I mean, I don't know how cats
Yeah,
cast
you tell me.
spells.
Well, which cat is it? I mean, if it's if it's Fig, then you know.
It's Rain, which is the slightly nicer one. He does glamour, heal, and detect enemies.
It's glamour
heal,
And then-
like he makes you prettier.
No, glamour and heal.
Oh, okay.
Period.
It's like
And then Storm is the more like helpful
He
for
heals
me,
your
so it's
self-esteem.
strength and spirit screen and blade sharp. So he helps me be like "Rrr, berserker.
But Sage mentioned that last session that they glamour up and go on the town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That glamour adds 8 points to my shitty
That's a
7
lot.
charisma.
Yeah.
So and then I'm like a nice, respectable 15. That's the only way I get laid, is that I just glamour and then I go to town and I'm like, you want this giant, right?
Hey man, I'm sure there's plenty to go for
Eli's
that.
interested.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
Takes all
I
kinds.
feel like it's the Amazons from that Futurama
Yeah.
episode.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Snoo Snoo.
Yeah, Snoo
Yeah,
Snoo.
yeah.
They're like, the
No
spirit
finer
is
death.
willing, but the flesh is weak. Don't tell, I'm Snoo Snoo.
The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. No, soft
Bruised
and
and
bruised.
spongy.
Yeah.
No, bruised and spongy. That's it. Yeah.
bruised and spongy. Oh, Zap.
On that note.
Yeah.
Beautiful
So,
transition.
yeah, I think.
Actually, my character does kind of look like those women. That's
I love
That's
it.
her.
She's
Oh.
amazing.
Oh my god, we have similar
High
ponytails.
tattoos.
Great.
High ponytail.
Yeah, well, no, because the High Lama
Yes.
people traditionally shave their heads except for a ponytail.
really.
Yeah.
I think we'll end up getting long.
Yeah, I think so.
The elaborate braiding.
Eventually.
Oh, braid your hair. Oh.
It's
She'll
more,
never be okay with that.
more
How would you reach her head? She's 18 tall.
my
It's a
High
good
Lama.
18, she's 18 things
You
tall.
get up on your llama and just.
Well, I mean, my llama is very large.
Just sit
Well, yeah,
next
you're
to
the
llama.
long-legged llama.
Yeah,
That's true.
the high.
Yeah, I'll sit
High llama.
cross-legged.
Yeah, and then
the long-legged llama will
top.
stand behind me,
Yeah.
and you just.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
The cats will sit there watching you.
I'm
Like,
saying it's better for battle. It keeps it out of your eyes.
it's true. And then I can hit people with it.
We'll just tie blades to the end of the bird.
Yes.
Oh my god.
See, we
Okay.
tell her
All right.
to
We're getting off
What's
track.
going on?
So,
We left off in a cave, right?
I mean,
no, you're not in a cave.
We're in the shaman's hut.
And actually, before we even get into that,
Yeah.
I just want to do a Patreon thank you to
Yes.
Matt Reed, our very own
Matt.
GM from Gen
Yay.
Con, who came on board. Thank you, Matt.
Oh,
Yep.
Matt Reed.
we love him.
Thanks for killing Tathan again, Matt.
Oh my god, okay, that was not.
I mean, he's at the initiate level. I think he should up his pledge just for that alone.
For killing Dathan again.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty
Poor
bad.
Tiffany.
Well, I thought you were saying like that warrants like a free upgrade or something.
No, he should do it as penance.
Oh.
How did he kill Tathan this time?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
With a
Unloading a-
automatic machine gun.
Just riddled up the middle.
It was a wild game.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
An axe to the neck.
Oh,
Really brutal.
Things
I feel
were
sad I missed out on that.
things got a little
I know.
bloody. Yeah.
Didn't we record it? We recorded it, right?
Someday
Yes, we
Gen
did.
Con will be in
Yeah.
the future.
Yes, that is a recording that is available to Patreon backers through the Orin
So
Library
I have to
Restricted
back
Collection.
Patreon in order to get access to this recording.
But if by back the Patreon you mean be married to the guy who runs the Patreon,
And
then
also
yes,
get delicious snacks.
that also gets you.
I was gonna
access.
say sleeping with the Patreon.
Yeah, yeah, I will take that as a backer
Well,
level.
once you're there
Just
already.
I'm there. I'm
Just
there.
putting that out there.
Put
So
the work in. I'm done.
It's a secret pledge.
it's like the In-N-Out secret menu. You know, it's a pledge level. You just don't know. About
I think it's
You
important.
just gotta
to know-
ask for it.
Yeah.
It's important
You have to be there in person to ask for it.
In person?
Oh, I don't know. It's the 21st century.
Different
But
strips.
see, now I think we have to publicly say the Esoteric Order of Roleplayers does not solicit any kind of sex or
No.
prostitution in any way.
No.
No cash. No
No.
cash changes hands.
No.
It's
Wait, what?
consenting adults.
What?
It's true. It's not cash. It's Patreon rewards.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It's technically a $0 level.
Also, it definitely falls into the category of entertainment.
That's true.
Lawyer Sage is waiting for lawsuits.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which, it's
Let's get
It's
this
okay.
going.
The esoteric legal team is here to defend us.
Sage.
the Esoteric Order of Lawyers.
Yeah. We'll have a
Oh.
It's a spin-off group. All
We
right.
actually have a spin-off show. Here is discuss legality in gaming.
Hey, I can make
Law
that
and
the next
Order, the
Patreon
Esoteric Order of
tier.
Roleplayers.
Yeah.
So you're gonna talk about the
The stories
legal
are real.
ramifications
Yeah.
of this cattle raid?
Yes.
Wax poetic about.
So we're leaving the cave hut.
Speaking of cattle raids,
The normal hut, there's no cave.
actually, it was built
It's kind of
up
built
against
into the
a hillside, and
There
there
was
were
like a shack.
there
I
were
thought.
yes, but it's kind of built on the mouth of a cave, really.
Oh, okay, so
All
that is
right.
a cave
Shiv
hut.
is right.
Yeah,
Stand
a
corrected.
cave hut.
Totally a cave
Yeah.
hut.
Yeah. Yeah.
Horrible
I was
name.
pretty sure they had something to do with, like a cave.
It's a
It
cave
doesn't
hut.
look like much from outside, but inside.
Looks like a cave.
So yeah, so you overnighted at the domain of Carthalo, the shaman.
Yes.
Shaman B&B.
Carthalo? Is that just like... That's her dad, right?
That's her dad.
Karya's dad.
Yep.
And
Yep.
here I have it that we leave next morning as thunderous storm rolls in distance.
Indeed. And yes, Karya is going to remain behind to assist Carthalo in a ritual to kind of cast some
Thank you, John Wick.
sort of protective magic over the remaining four of you to keep the agitated spirits that are in the Badlands from harassing you too much.
Thoughtful.
That's really cool.
Yes.
Very cool of them.
Yes.
So, of course, it rained buckets all night. The
Buckets were coming out of the sky?
yes, indeed.
Filled with rain.
And so the trail of the stolen cattle has become somewhat obscured.
Yes.
So if any of the resident trackers in the
I'm
group,
a tracker.
all right. So
Track.
it'll be at double your normal track skill to
Oh,
to
shit.
locate the trail and follow it.
I need to color
So-
code this.
Double or
I think
half?
that's not a bad idea.
You mean half?
No, double.
Oh, so it's
It's
easier to
easier?
follow?
Yes.
Okay.
How's it
Because it was 60 head of cattle,
Oh.
so it still was a pretty significant trail, even with a downpour.
Oh, I see.
Ooh. Yeah, I think that's I rolled an 18 out of a 90. Right?
That's
Double
exactly
my-
a special success.
Yes.
Very good. So check your track.
Yeah.
Off to a good start.
Finally.
Huzzah.
Feeling empowered.
Yay. That's bad for a slave.
It's because Kaboom is This Kaboom is inspiring me. Again, she's embodying Marlon Gore for me, and so it's driving me. I want to do well.
Are you being overt about
No,
how impressed you are?
I'm being very chill.
Okay, so she
I'm
doesn't
very cool.
notice at all. She's just
No, probably not.
I can't even see any of you.
Exactly, I'm so tiny. I'm like half your
And yeah, and
size.
in fact, you're sort of running ahead, maybe taking a 3-point stance as you sniff the air.
That power pose.
Yeah.
All right, so following the trail, you move from the Badlands up towards the still cloud-shrouded rocky foothills. You know, the sky overhead, the rain has stopped, but the sky overhead is still very gray
Yes.
and oppressive.
What time of day is it again?
Oh,
Is
it's
it
first thing in the morning.
Morning,
So,
okay.
yeah. But yeah, you can't even see the peaks of the foothills, much less the mountains beyond.
Stormy.
And so you follow that for some time, some hours. And oh, by the way, did you guys like getting all of my Obsidian Portal update notifications simultaneously?
That was weird.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. You're like, wow, he's been busy.
Yeah.
No, those are all the ones I've been doing. Over the
I like when they
previous
come
week.
at 2 in the morning and I'm like, I'm actually awake for these.
Actually, it was similar. I was like, oh, notification.
Oh, nice.
Especially when I'm sitting at the bar and the jazz music's playing, I'm like, hee, I'm reading these now.
So,
And we're all on horseback except Eli?
I'm not on horseback.
you are not on
Right.
horseback.
But everyone else
That's
is.
I'm on the back.
Llama back, right.
Yeah.
correct. Llama back, yes.
Excuse me.
Llama back, sorry.
Okay, so, let's see, you can all make, no.
No. Okay.
No,
It's fine.
that's not it.
All right. Okay.
However, you don't have to roll. You all notice as you are making your way up into the foothills that the trail leads to an ancient road.
Ancient road.
Or really a road fragment, you know, just kind of coming up out of the earth.
Yeah.
Where it's been covered otherwise.
There's a road fragment.
Would one of us with
Eli
local
says.
area knowledge know what that road is, that ancient
You could make a roll,
Okay.
certainly.
I shall do that.
Why not? Area knowledge. Or area lore.
Area lore, yeah, that's right.
Nope.
Oh shit.
Where's my area lore?
It's right under knowledge and animal lore.
Is it local or not local?
Local.
Okay, that's what I thought. I do not make that.
Let me try.
Okay, sure.
Wait. Oh, yeah, well, I'll try. I haven't been around for a while, so.
True. But, you know.
You were here when you were younger.
Yeah, but no.
No surprise, really. This is clearly a centuries-old road. The paving stones are separated, pushed apart by mudslides, vegetation, and so forth.
Time. Yeah.
Yeah. So the trail does turn onto the road, however. So,
All right, let's go.
the muddy hoof prints.
So I'm just going ahead and just checking it out.
So you can see that this road was once lined with menhirs, about 1 meter to 1.5 meters high. They have all been tipped over.
Oh. It's weird.
What are they?
Standing stones.
They've been tipped over. Does it look like it was done mindfully or that it was random, like
You
by
can
the
make an
cattle?
intelligence check. So that would be
Oh,
your
shit.
intelligence times 5 or less.
Can we observe how recent it is? Like, does the dirt look like it's
Yeah, why not?
recently been
Times
upturned?
five. You
Intelligence.
I have every time I want to roll for a characteristic, I have to do a multiplication table.
Yes, you do.
What's your intelligence?
Why
I got it. No, I know what it is, but I'm just like
You're just grousing.
What are you multiplying?
Nope.
no.
Intelligence
I
times
don't.
5.
I'm gonna try it.
No.
That's the number
It's
we have
like-
to roll under?
Why
I
don't
will make it.
Is it times 5 across the board?
No, it can vary. So it could be times 3, times 2,
That's really brilliant.
times 4.
I've seen some, desecration of things in my day.
Yes.
True.
So what is
sackings.
14 times 5?
14 times 5 would be 70.
70.
Then I make it.
Okay.
Nice.
We've
So,
both seen some desecration.
Yes.
so you were specifically looking to see if they've been tipped over recently.
Yes.
The answer to that is new.
Oh.
No, they're well settled into the earth. There's even some, moss and wild grass growing amongst the cracks.
Oh, okay. But
Um,
this is a previous, these stones were here for a reason.
Yes.
They were marking a path
Yes.
So we don't know where.
Well, they were just lining the road
Lining,
at
that's
periodic intervals.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So, Huik, you notice that they appear to all be depicting the same subject,
Which is?
a relief carving. The carving's very crude. Actually, maybe not
To
too
my eye.
different from what you know from Prax. So they're crude by the standards of this country, we'll say, and they have relief carvings depicting a thick-bodied, faceless woman.
Like a fertility goddess?
Yeah, maybe.
Is she strong looking or very lithe?
Very
Substantial,
corpulent.
Voluptuous.
Beyond voluptuous, exaggeratedly
Woman of
so.
Willendorf?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Nice. Very nice. I like this.
I approve of this art.
Good art.
I would definitely recognize it then because I've got all that point in fertility.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does anyone know how to read or write Thealan? Probably not, but
So I didn't realize that if you don't put points into it, you don't know how to read or write at all.
correct.
Yeah.
So
It's not unusual.
I've
It's not
baseline
unusual.
it's normal.
It's normal.
Yeah, it is normal.
Yeah.
Can you read like basic signs, like I know where the market is, or
You can read symbols.
Symbols,
Okay.
yeah.
You know, you're not
hieroglyphic.
innumerate. You know.
Yeah, you're a fighter, you're not a scholar, so.
Yeah.
But all of my relatives are philosophers, so I feel like I would know
No,
how
they
to
talk,
read.
they
Like,
talk. Yeah,
okay, that's fair.
exactly.
That's right. Exactly. I mean, think about Socrates. You know,
Yeah.
he didn't want
That's
people
fair.
writing any of his shit
That's
down.
Yeah.
I feel less
That's
bad
how you
about it.
misconstrue it.
He thought the written word was poisoning the Athenian youth.
True.
So
No, do not have speak or read
Thealan.
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 I can use my base in knowledge, but
Oh right. Yeah. I think that only applies once you put points in something.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It activates.
that makes sense.
Uh huh.
Oh, so if you have 0 on something, you can't. Well, yeah, that makes sense.
You don't apply
wouldn't
the
be able
mod,
to do it at
Yeah.
all.
Okay. So as you are contemplating these menhirs and making your way along the road, trees, vegetation is becoming more common. The clouds overhead are beginning to gather thickly
Oh,
again.
no.
Might rain again
Oh,
this
man.
afternoon.
Oh, this is great.
It's already muddy.
Yes.
Do we see any shelter nearby that we might be able to?
No, these are
Question.
wild hills.
No. Rain gives the mind clarity. We must continue onward.
Oh my god. How could you not be inspired by her? I say to Hen.
I don't like getting wet.
I have oiled loincloth for you.
Oh!
No, you've got a wide brimmed hat. You've got
That's
your
true.
own traveling hat.
That's
Eli, please make your choice of a listen or a scan roll.
Oh, listen or scan. Okay, I'm getting ideas on how to use this character sheet better.
Good.
Scan or
Or listen.
listen.
Perception.
center.
Oh, Jesus. Listen. Scan. Okay, I'm gonna
It's
do
quite
listen.
a dense
Do
sheet.
listen.
It is.
Yeah, it has to be color coded, and then I have to make another copy of this page. I'm gonna put it in here, so I have one side like this, one side like this, so I can just look at everything at the same time.
That's a smart idea.
I have a feeling this is a draft sheet, so I have a feeling the final product will be more colorful.
At least it's no, it's not alphabetical. It should be alphabetical.
I make my list.
Well, it's like it's alphabetical in each of its.
In each of the categories.
Yeah.
I'm saying the categories aren't.
Yeah.
But like stealth should be with like shield, so at least that's
Oh, right.
alphabetical, so that you're like, okay, perception things I could think to look under.
Right. That would be the other way to do it. So which did you make?
I need
Listen?
highlighters. I made listen.
Listen.
Highlighters?
You
I
hear
need like 5, 6
you
colors.
hear a
Thank you, though.
frightened bovine bellow.
Oh no, frightened cows nearby.
Oh, good.
Ears
I
prick
run,
up.
I run into the direction of where this is.
Okay.
Small man, don't run off by yourself.
Do the rest of you follow?
Yes,
Oh,
of
yeah, I think
course.
so.
Okay.
Worried about the tiny man.
Tiny man. All right. So it's coming from a direction of a kind of lightly wooded hillside off
Okay.
to the left of you.
All right.
And as you run or ride towards it, you're about 70 meters away when you see a bull come charging out from the trees, bellowing in terror, pursued by 7
Oh.
rather large lizards. like lizards the size of big dogs.
Dinosaurs?
No.
Dinosaur-like.
You can make intelligence check to times 5 to
You're on foot,
identify
aren't
it.
you?
I made it. I am on foot. I made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are rock lizards.
Okay.
They're
Alright.
not dinosaurs. They're of the lizard family.
Right.
So called because their skin looks like stone.
Ooh.
And when they are basking in the sun, they can easily be mistaken for a patch
Oh,
of
man.
rock. Yeah, you don't want to accidentally wander into that.
Yeah, sit on one.
No, these things are big, size 14.
Oh, wow.
It's bigger than me.
Mm-hmm.
Not bigger than me.
Bigger than all of us, actually, except for
Not
this one.
me. I am bigger too.
So long runnels of blood are painting the side of the beef.
Aw.
So it's maddened.
As these rock lizards have taken claw swipes and bites out of it.
Yeah.
It is clearly close to collapse, lurching and stumbling, and it is sort of tossing its head around. The rock lizards are sort of following along in little darting zigzag, paths.
Being creeps.
Yeah.
Do we know if they speak any language at all?
The rock lizards? No, they're dumb
beasts.
animals.
Yeah.
Can I talk to the herd beast?
How so?
I speak herd beast.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
then yes. Then yes, you can.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Cheer it on, like, I don't know.
Or
what-
tell it to come to you.
Yeah,
or-
exactly.
Okay.
Like, you're so close. Like, help is here. Like, we will,
I wanna-
So is that a rune spell?
It is.
Okay, so you are going to roll the associated rune rating with that spell.
The associated rune rating.
Yes. So do I not have? I don't think I have. I don't think I grabbed the book. I'm gonna pause the recording here for a second. All right, the book has been retrieved, and
Did you
speak.
start the recording
I
again?
did. And speak with herd beasts. Okay, so that is. See, now I have to memorize these runes. That is that one rune.
Beast?
The rune.
Do you want this thing?
Oh yeah,
That thing you made for this
A
exact
handy dandy.
moment?
handy.
Yes.
Oh, handy. Beast, of course.
Cool. All
Beast
right.
rune.
Excellent. I have a 75.
Okay.
Nice.
Fingers crossed. I don't
Yes.
pull a Dave.
Oh my god.
I love you, Dave.
Ah,
Cool. I got 24.
Nice.
great. All right, so it costs you 1 rune point. So you have your rune points under your cult
Yes.
there, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna mark that off. So these do not refresh like magic points do. You have to replenish them.
Was it the ones that you replenished through worship?
Through worship.
Cool.
Exactly. So yeah, they generally tend to be pretty powerful and ergo harder to cast off all the time like spirit magic. And the thing is that when you are using rune magic, it is literally manifesting part of your god. So it's always noticeable. It's always obvious. So, like in this particular case, you're
Really imagining. Well, imagine
yeah.
like Aretha, like she has horns. So
Yeah.
imagine like I don't know, like horns, like kind of.
right. Yeah. Okay.
Like
Exactly. That's exactly
ethereal
it.
looking, or
Yeah.
like they actually come out?
I imagine they would probably actually come out because
Whoa.
it's you know
That seems intense.
It seems intense.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it
because if
is.
it's like physical embodiment, you're saying like actual men.
Yeah, I mean it's not like a transformation, but it would be something like for those of you who are looking at Puig, you would see that like sort of maybe momentarily, it would seem like she has these horns coming out of her head, and
Whoa.
yeah, it's like this vision
Okay.
almost.
Okay.
And the call to the cow it probably sounds very animalistic, but you're calling to it, telling it to come to you,
Just a bit
or
further, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've got ranged weapons too, so.
Yeah.
Although rock lizards, what's their armor like? I wonder.
Yeah. That's
Rock.
not
I
like.
don't think we know yet. Are
Are
they
they-
chaos creatures?
No.
I want to throw a javelin at one,
Sure, of course.
but I want to see what happens first.
Okay. So yeah, it says here that you only need to make an orate or fast talk roll if the creature needs convincing. I don't think it needs convincing. so it veers off and starts running towards you.
With purpose?
With purpose. It is still frightened, but maybe no longer maddened, shall we say? And so it is running towards you now. Those of you with ranged weapons can
Yeah.
deploy them.
Hell yeah.
Whoa.
Nope.
Okay.
So how long does it take to cast?
Yes.
Because I'm gonna start fighting them, but I don't necessarily want to cast Berserker right away unless it's something that like will take some time to
Yeah.
actually.
Okay. So you identify a spell to be cast and its target or targets. You must have sufficient rune points to cast a spell. You recite the invocation. Rune magic spells always take effect on strike rank 1, which is the fastest strike rank.
So they're
it's
instantly-
pretty much instantaneous.
Okay. And how many attacks do we get per turn?
Well, it depends on your strike rank.
Okay.
So we'll cover that.
Okay.
And so if I
As we
want
get
to
into
apply
it.
spirit magic to my weapon, can I
Mhm.
do that? Like, because I have blade sharp.
You
or
want to
iron-
cast Blade Sharp, yeah.
Iron hand.
Mhm.
What does Iron hand do?
Iron Hand. Is it on the?
Sorry.
Is it on the quick right? No, that's fine. Weird
It is not
nerdy.
on this.
No.
It's not on there.
thing.
Okay,
No.
that's
Blade
fine.
Sharp is, but not.
I got it here. Alright, so Iron Hand adds damage and increases the chance to hit in unarmed combat.
Mm.
All right.
So, yeah,
So Blade Sharp.
So, Blade Sharp, the way Blade Sharp works is increases the chance to hit by plus 5% and does 1 additional point of damage per point of spell applied.
Right.
Okay.
So, you have Blade Sharp at what level? Is it just 1?
Well, you-
Just one, I
Yeah.
guess.
Can't you cast it at whatever number of points you're willing to put into it?
Some you can.
'Cause it says variable on here.
Yeah. Let's see here. I don't know if it's like, if that's just something you can do at all times. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and say it is for now, and I'll look
Okay.
into it.
And then how do you recover spirit magic?
It's just
recovers
automatic.
at
You
the
can
end of-
meditate to accelerate it.
Right.
But is
But-
it resting essentially?
No, it's just automatic. Every 24 hours you fully regain.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's not like, say,
It's
Call
not.
of Cthulhu where like a good night's sleep will help.
No.
Okay, it's just literally every 24 hours or by meditating.
It's actually amortized over those 24 hours. So if you're like,
Oh.
if it's been an hour since you last cast and you want to know how many magic points you have, we can break it down and figure it out.
Oh,
You know,
interesting. Okay.
yeah.
So does it? So it's really just a depletion of the pool, not like okay, you spend 2 points and then 5 hours later you spend 1 point, and so those first ones recover in 24 hours, and then 5 hours later you
No.
get.
Yeah, think of it as a video game, like a mana pool.
It's
Mana
just
pool goes
slowly
down, and then you,
okay.
and then you, as you're playing, you see it
It's
start
just
to inch back
very
up.
slowly
So-
going
It's just a
back.
slow
Okay.
recovery
Alright.
time, but
Yeah.
consistent. Okay, great.
So then question, because I'm pretty sure my skill is specifically in lance,
Mm-hmm.
but so does that, it says one-handed spear includes lance, but I remember it saying that for the Praxians, lance was like the specific.
Yes.
So that would be me charging, not me throwing my spears.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
cool.
And it works. It works a lot like Pendragon, where if you get a charge in, you get the animal's damage bonus,
Awesome.
which is
It's a lot.
formidable, if I recall correctly.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, my horse
It's
has
3d6.
Yes, that's.
Okay. So is that something where I can impassion it with like a power rune, like say my beast rune, because
Oh.
You know,
In this
I'm
case, yeah.
herd animal.
Yeah, you're
aligned.
protecting an animal, so.
Well, definitely like herd animals too.
Uh-huh,
like
uh-huh.
specifically,
Yeah,
you know.
I'd say so.
Cool.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't do it to protect a lizard because.
Right.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
I'm just saying, like,
Who cares about lizards?
not the bull mother. Just
no,
saying.
no. All right, so Puig is impassioning. Eli is casting Blade Sharp.
Yeah.
Okay. So how many magic points do you want to put in on that bad boy?
Like 2.
Okay, so that will give you a plus 10%. So it costs you 2 magic points,
Okay.
and it gives you a plus 10% to your javelin, and will plus 2 to your javelin damage.
Okay, great. So
Okay.
can I?
Yeah. So you know, invoke some guiding spirits on your javelin.
Yes.
And then what's the range on that bad boy?
Range. It doesn't have it here. Damage, ENC, hit points, and rate.
For missile weapons, it's kind of 2 different stat
Yeah, and then
lines.
javelin just says 10. That's it. The default.
So it's 10 under what?
Missile weapons,
Yeah, but 10 what?
10 default. Like that's the.
Oh, your skill.
Yeah.
Your skill.
There's nothing that says a range or anything.
Let me grab it.
There you go.
Let's see here. Where was that? Where's our weapons?
Left, bottom left, under.
Bottom left, thank you. Oh yeah, look at that. Doesn't have range. How strange. Okay.
Play test.
Yeah, exactly. Note.
Should we
Um,
be noting those things?
Yeah, right. Put a range thing on your character sheet. All right, so the range is 20 meters for javelin.
All right, well, I'm close enough.
Yeah, I mean, you're by the time you're done casting your blade sharp, we'll say that
Okay.
that they have come to within 20 meters.
Okay.
And now you may let fly with your javelin.
Oh, I make it by 2.
Nice. Okay. So that is a hit. The javelin goes flying. Oh, and what I was going to mention actually is that when you roll, anytime you're rolling in combat, you might as well just go ahead and get used to rolling a set of percentile die and a d20 at the same time, because the d20 is going to determine the hit location.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So can I roll a d20 then?
Yeah, go for it.
So if I
15.
succeed my impassioning, that gives it a +10, you said?
On your impassioning, that would be a +20.
Oh, okay. So my skills are the +20.
Yeah. Okay, so how did you do on your hit location?
15.
15. Okay.
Sweet.
So you hit the lizard in its 4 quarters. Okay.
Okay.
And so you are going to go ahead and roll your damage now.
Damage 1d10.
And then add 2 for your blade sharp.
5.
Edie, what are you doing?
5 total?
I'm silly. Yeah.
Okay. Great. So the javelin actually penetrates the lizard's stone-like skin. And let's see.
Stone-like skin.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's right.
So it pierces it though.
It does pierce it, yes.
Okay.
It only looks stone-like.
Mm-hmm.
It's not made of stone.
And then you said
Right.
there's 7 of them?
There are 7 of them.
There might be 6 now.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is a little
so
slower.
Yeah.
how about Kaba, what she's doing?
I would like to do a couple things. I want Storm. Make sure that that's right. Yeah, Storm is going to cast Strength on me,
Okay.
so it increases my Strength by 8.
Wow.
It increases
Whoa.
my damage bonus by 1 step, which means it'll be a 2d6 instead of a 1d6, and it increases all agility and manipulation by 10%.
Wow.
That
Oh,
seems
Well
like a
done.
good cat.
Yes.
You're too fast.
Okay, so you
And
are faster, stronger.
I am all things terrifying.
Nice.
Very good, very good.
And then I will. So am I allowed? I can't dual wield, right? Because I don't have that as.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I will rush them with me broadsword,
Mm-hmm.
and I will swing it as many times as I'm allowed to swing it in one turn.
So what is your movement?
My movement is. Where does it live?
Where the hell is move?
That's actually a good question.
Need easier to read. Character sheet.
It's not on here.
There's damage bonus, size strike rank, dex strike rank, and healing rank,
Healing
but I don't
rank.
see movement underneath characteristics unless it would be somewhere else.
Nope.
I don't see it literally anywhere.
I don't remember a
Movement is rated in movement units. All human adventurers can move 8 movement units, which is equal to 3 meters. So that's 24 meters in a round. Okay.
Okay.
That's cool. So, so that gets you up with these here rock lizards.
But
Okay.
that is not based on dex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
humans can
Well, I'm glad
move
it's
8.
not there.
Yeah. Interesting that Call of Cthulhu has a more detailed movement.
Well,
Than runes.
and I feel like the difference between dex and size should somehow play in, because like if you're giant, then moving obviously doesn't take you like it takes you further.
Well, I know the
or
sort of
really
the common
fast.
move rating in Call of Cthulhu is also 8. So we could always adopt the Call of Cthulhu system using dex and size and strength and all that
Yeah.
if you really
Because then
wanted
it
to
does
get
make sense.
more
'Cause then
granular.
like, yes, you're larger, so you cover, more ground, but also maybe you're heavier, so you're a little slower.
Maybe that's why
It's-
they don't go into it, because they think it balances out. Maybe.
Yep.
At any rate, so they're sort of all together, right?
Yes. So you are running in to get stuck in, as they say.
I am, and I'm leaving my cats with my horse, since they do ranged attacks anyway. They don't need to be right here.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie. And how about Hend?
Oh, hand.
Really a fighter, are you? Do you want to hold on to my pack
You
llama?
can
No.
sit on my horse.
I've got this. I'll go into. This is a bull, so it's pretty important to the herd.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to try to impassion with loyalty to the tribe, because obviously if we lose the bull, then that's a loss in our breeding capability.
Yeah, you want to get as many cattle back as you can.
Yeah. All right, so I make it.
Cool.
All right, so plus 20 to my axe, I guess.
Sure.
And I'll just run in with Kava.
Okay. Remember, the passions actually give you a bonus on any skill roll.
Okay.
For the scene.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So do we get to attack having no run in, or does that take our whole turn to run up
I'm
to
figuring that out right now. So
Okay.
what are your strike rank modifiers?
I am a 1.
You are a 1.
Which one's
okay.
first, right?
Generally, yes. However, you ran.
Wait, is that the size SR or the dex SR?
You're gonna give me both.
So my size SR is 1.
Yeah.
My dex SR is 3.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. And then, did you cast a spell? I forget.
The cat did.
The cat
that.
did. Right. Okay. So you're cool there. Meow cats. All right, so that gets you up to strike rank 12, which is the maximum for a combat round. So if you're ever doing a suite of actions and it takes you over strike rank 12, that means you've just you spent
Push
your whole
yourself to the
round
next turn.
doing that, and then you can.
Gotcha.
What a noble dog.
Yeah, I don't know why she's like she's in like little rabbit mode.
Yeah.
But
Why is everyone looking at me?
I don't know.
All right, so
Behold my
She
glory.
overestimated like her leaning in space.
I see.
So she's just going with it.
She looks like the most interesting dog in the world.
she really does. All right, so
So running up, it uses up all of my strike rank.
no,
Okay.
you're going to be on strike rank 12, so you'll be right at the end of the round. Okay.
For attacking.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then, Hand, what are your strike rank mods?
Size strike rank 2, dex strike rank 3.
So you will be acting on the next
Yeah,
round.
that pushes me past to 1.
Well, technically, you reset.
Oh, okay.
All right, so let me just see what these here lizards are doing, strike rank wise.
Yeah, what do they?
Oh yeah, I was like,
Sorry.
I don't think I
was
understand
trying
the
to
strike
do a
rank
thing, too.
stuff.
We didn't do
Yeah.
anything.
Find it a little confusing.
Okay, so essentially, we're declaring our intents,
Right.
right? Then we're calculating strike rank.
Right?
To see where people go. We went ahead and jumped the gun a little bit with Eli because he was throwing his javelin, although we could say that was on the
Although
last
you
round.
also had run ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
No, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
True. So you do statement of intent, then movement of non-engaged characters. Boom.
Okay.
Boom. Now, do you want to charge in as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna charge with my war llama.
Exactly. So
with
what are
lance.
your strike rank modifiers?
Mine are 2 and 3 respectively.
Okay, so you are also going to be on next round. So only Kava is going to act on this round.
Yes.
However, the lizards are going to be able to snap at you a little bit as you run in.
Fuck them, I don't care.
Bring it, bitches.
Yes.
All right,
I am
so
strong.
the lizard that you're running towards, presumably the lizard closest to you, rounds on you, hissing.
I hiss back.
The cats are hissing in the back.
Yeah.
And kind of comes at you with its sharpened claws.
I'm doing a giant monitor.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah, basically. Neither of which hit. Now, I should have mentioned. You have defense options. Okay, you can attempt to parry with either a shield or the weapon, or you can try and dodge. In this particular case, I just flat out missed, so you're fine. However, if you are parrying, you should still roll, because if you succeed and I
counterattack.
failed, then it's kind of like you do a little
Well, I
damage
do
to
have a
them.
shield, so I do think it makes sense then that she would try to
Yeah, sure. So go ahead and roll
Buff it.
against your shield,
Buff it.
both
Buffeted
attacks.
mightily.
Or actually, yeah.
And what is the difference between the medium shield and the large shield? Just how much damage they
The
can take?
medium shield protects the arm that it is holding, that is holding it, and one location of your choice. So you're moving the shield
Right.
around
Okay.
to, protect it.
Okay.
And let's see here.
So I'm rolling the percentage for the medium shield and the d20? Or not the d20?
You don't need the d20 on a defense roll.
That's not good. I rolled a 96.
Oh no!
Oh, you
dear.
fling your shield.
You do fling your shield.
Hooray!
The shield has been flung.
Do I check it then?
Yeah, go ahead. Check a fumble. All right, so your shield flies 2 meters away from you.
Okay, great. That's fine. I don't need it to attack. I don't care.
Fucking rock lizard.
Actually, can I use that a little bit to my advantage and do it as like feign it as a scare tactic to be like rah, and just as it goes flying off, I'm like, take that! I don't even need the shield.
You can save face if that's what you're asking. Yes.
That's what I want to do. To try to, I do intimidate, so I'm trying to intimidate them with my fumble. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Do I have to roll intimidate?
Not in this case, since they technically don't even have an intelligence score.
I'm just practicing.
But if you were fighting an intelligent creature,
then maybe.
So I was going to say, had you not flung your shield away, on the second parry attempt, it would have been at a -20.
Okay.
Because parry is per attack, and subsequent parry attempts are at a cumulative -20.
But if I succeed the parry and they miss, then I get an attack on them, or no?
Let's see here. The attack is parried. Let's see.
Because that's usually how parries work, right?
Sure. Let's see. Some successful parries can affect a weapon used in an unsuccessful attack. The attack is parried. Let's see. Oh, if the attack is a failure, the parrying weapon or shield does its full damage against the attacking weapon, breaking it if damage exceeds. So, interesting question whether that would affect the rock lizard or not. I would say probably so.
Okay.
It would affect its claws.
But shields don't do damage, right?
They do actually.
Oh,
Yeah, you can shield bash.
You have a medium shield?
I have a medium and a large, but
Your medium
maybe the
shield-
large is on my back. I can just pull that off too now and be like, fuck you, I have another one.
Your medium shield does a D4. Your large shield does a D6.
All right.
Okay.
So that.
But now do I get to attack or not till they're done?
Now you get to attack.
Okay.
Yes.
Well then, good. I attack them with my broadsword.
All right.
So roll percentile and
And a D20.
and a d20.
Doesn't have a dodge skill.
So it can't. It's a moron.
Yeah.
Stupid lizard. So and it's increased by 10%. So that means it's a. What's 85 plus 8? I'm having a bad math day.
85 plus 8? 93.
93. All right. So I rolled a 50.
Okay, so that's a regular success.
Okay.
So, and what did you roll on your D20?
I rolled a 4.
All right, you hit it on the right hind leg. Ow.
Fucker's going down. So I roll damage, which is what is my damage? So the broadsword is a 1d8 plus 1, but then how does the damage bonus work?
You're just going to roll that along with it.
Yeah.
So plus
Okay.
2d. So
Plus
1d8 plus 2d6.
Plus one.
What?
Plus one.
Good lord.
Yes.
You made a mistake telling me to be the tank, Larkins.
Oh no, I knew exactly what I was doing.
So that's going to be 12 damage.
What?
Right?
Okay.
12.
5 and 6. Yep.
Nice.
Okay, so even with its armored hide, that is still enough to.
Do I cut its leg off?
Well, not quite. You have to do 3 times the hit location's hit points in a single attack, in a single strike, in order to sever a limb or a head.
I see. Oh my
Um,
god, I want to decapitate people.
oh yes.
This is the skill I want to learn.
Rolling 2d6 damage bonus is an excellent start on that aspiration.
Yeah.
So, good grief. Also, obviously, you can always
Bless you.
call for an aimed blow if you're specifically targeting
okay.
something. If you do want to
Yep.
try and cut someone's head off, for
Yep.
example.
Yep.
Just let me know before
Okay.
you roll. Okay, so you have reduced it to -5. So limb becomes useless. Okay.
So I like hamstring
You
it.
have
Yeah.
crippled it.
Yeah.
You severed a tendon or something.
No, my lizard's so stupid that at least one of them will turn on its wounded
And
Yeah.
eat it.
Yeah,
Gonna
that's
eat it.
true.
Come, companions, I've crippled this useless lizard.
Quick, go to the D3 and see how many lizards are distracted.
Yeah. I'm not
They might get intimidated, right, by this 18-sized thing, which is bigger than them, being like, cripple!
I just imagined them being like, ooh, tasty blood.
Yeah. I want to eat my own.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so great. You hammered the shit out of that thing. All right, so So we're on to the new round, Declaration of Intent. Puig, obviously you're charging in. Hand, you still intend on attacking. Kaba, you're going to keep attacking. Eli.
I have javelined one.
Yeah?
I can still work on it and break my axe out and
So you want to run in?
clobber it. Yeah.
Okay. And you're going to go for the one that you javelined. Okay. So let's figure out strike rank. So we've got 3 of you who are basically in the mix here. So Puig, what is your regular strike rank? Size plus dex.
5.
Okay. And your weapon is a lance?
Yes.
Do you add that as well?
Yes, the strike rank of the weapon.
I did not write that down.
Okay.
I'll see if I got it. Lance, right?
Ow.
Hammer, spear. Is it strike rank of 0 if it's a lance?
Yeah, because of the length.
Can you tell me what dagger axe is too, while you're at it?
Dagger axe. Maybe that's under axe.
Are you looking at the strike rank or the damage?
Strike rank.
Because I have the damage, just to
Dagger axe is strike rank 1.
Okay, and then what about a pole lasso? It's a missile weapon.
Lasso.
It's a miss.
I'm like, while we're at it,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we're
yeah.
doing a cattle rustle.
Pole lasso
I
is
might need it.
the strike rank is 1 per MR.
Okay.
I'm not sure what MR means.
I don't know either.
Okay.
That's why I didn't write it. I didn't know what strike rank meant.
I don't know what this crap means.
Do you have your strike ranks written down?
I don't. I need them.
Okay. You wanna list the weapons that you
I
have?
have a dagger axe, which you said was a 1.
Yep.
I have a one-handed battle axe.
That's strike rank 3.
Okay. I have my broadsword.
Broadsword. SR2.
I have a one-handed heavy mace.
Heavy mace. SR3.
I have a lance,
SR0.
and I have a dagger.
Dagger is SR4.
I think that's all I have. I hope that's all I have.
Oh, yes, hi. Hello.
Do you have strike rank written down?
Yes, -4 for my obsidian axe.
Okay.
Obsidian axe is so cool.
It's a small axe.
Does that mean it's also a throwing axe?
I could possibly throw it.
Yeah,
Like
it can be
hatchet-like?
thrown as well as used by hand.
Nice.
Yes.
There's hot water for anyone else wants to use it.
Oh, cool.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, the missile weapons don't actually have their own inherent strike rank, so the 1/MR actually means you can use it once per melee round.
Awesome.
Is that all missile weapons or just?
They're either 1/MR or S/MR, which means as many missiles can be fired as strike rank permits, assuming 5 strike ranks
What do
to
you mean?
reload.
Missile weapons. I forgot about those.
Okay. So.
Composite bow.
Oh yes, you're a walking
S per
arsenal.
MR.
I forgot I have more. What's composite bow?
S per MR.
Yeah.
So that means just as many as I have ammo.
Yeah, it costs you 5 strike ranks to reload, so
I see.
usually 2.
Javelin.
Javelin. That's a thrown. 1 per melee round.
And sling.
Special per melee round or S per melee round.
And what about fists and grappling?
He knows.
How does that play out?
I think that just goes off your base strike rank.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Because it's just you, it's
Since
your
it's you.
hands. Yeah.
I don't know, there might be
These
some iron
mitts.
fist action in there that changes it or whatever.
How much have you insured your hands for?
I don't know.
Did you have to register your hands as deadly
No,
weapons?
Not a real
fists.
thing.
That's what I
Your fists are
Not
strike
actually
rank
a real
of 4.
What?
Yeah, fists are strike rank of 4, as is grapple, as is kick.
You know,
Oh.
that makes sense because if you're
Well
thinking
done.
range,
Yeah, you've got the shortest reach with your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the same as a dagger.
Well, or
Underneath swords and daggers
You
is
have
armed
to get
attacks.
close.
Because I remember that there was a cestus. It was it's stuck in my mind.
It was a matter of asbestos.
do I need
Dave.
strike ranks for shields? No, right?
Shields also have strike ranks.
Oh my god.
I'll let you know. So you have
Yeah, that's only if you bash offensively, though, not if
yeah.
you...
Okay.
All shields are strike rank 3.
Okay, so now where are we?
Okay, so you're charging in. Okay, so what are your strike ranks?
4. I just have 1 weapon.
No, for, oh right, and then also for your size and dex strike rank mods.
2 and 4. Do I have to combine them? 6?
Yeah, totally.
6.
Yeah.
So then
Okay.
plus your axe is 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Plus the charge, so you're well into next round.
Yeah.
No problem. All right. Okay. So then, Kaba, you are just
That's Tweak. I'm Kaba.
yes. You.
I'm Kaba.
Do you want to keep attacking the same lizard? It looks basically out of the fight.
I don't think so. My horse can always come up and trample it if it's prone. That's
True.
the thing my horse
You have a war horse, yes.
I do have a war horse.
True. True. So you can move on to
Yes.
another
How
nearby
many
one.
lizards can I hit? Are there a couple close together?
There are. I'm going to say that you can get in the mix pretty much
Yes.
straight away now, so you won't even need to
Yes.
expend any movement because it's movement per 3 meters. I'm going to say there's a couple within 3 meters.
Plus, they're moving at us.
and
too,
they're
right?
yes.
Right.
It's now turning into this whole scrum.
If I want to hit multiples at once, would it be better to hoist my dagger axe off my back and do that, or I can hit multiples with my broadsword too?
Well, yeah. Let's see here. So you wanna try and do more than one attack.
I do. I want to hit as
in
many
a
as
round.
possible
Okay.
while screaming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what that
Yeah, exactly.
What that comes down to is your weapon strike rank is what?
If it's a
If
broadsword, it's 2.
If it's
2.
the broadsword, it's 2. If it's the dagger axe, it's 1.
It's 1. So that's why you were thinking dagger axe. All right. So
It also
your
does more damage.
so your base strike rank is a 4.
Yes.
The dagger would add a 1, so that'd be 5. So yes, you could get 2 attacks in this round.
And that somehow is actually better than using the broadsword? Because
Well, no.
the broadsword adds more points, right?
You
Yeah,
could get him because it would take him up to 12, or take her up to 12 if she used the broadsword.
Yeah, you could do it with either, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason why the dagger axe is lower is because part of a weapon's strike rank is based on its length.
Yeah.
So the
see.
dagger axe is a big
I see.
pole with
Right, that
a
makes sense.
pointy dagger on the end.
Yep.
So you're just sweeping it around.
I'm gonna see if I can try with that one just for the sake that it does more damage. Why not?
The dagger axe.
Why not? Yeah.
Okay. And hand, you're just
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
whacking away.
Yeah, I can only do one attack since my strike rank is
Which
8
I think is
with
funny
my battle
because
axe.
I
Okay.
hate Praxians, but
And yet
we
there's
seem
so
to
many
have a lot
elements of
in
your
common.
like my culture that I see in you, and I'm just
Right.
like, oh, a friend. Your Lanthi are not completely uncivilized.
Yeah.
This is nice to see.
Right? Yeah.
They also shave their heads and use
They
dagger
also
axes.
shape.
Wait, so what's Hen doing?
I'm gonna take a swing with my battle axe at strike rank 8.
Cool.
At 8.
Nice.
And so Puig, you are at
I have
5 base,
5,
right?
yeah.
And then 0 for your lance.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so you'll be acting on the same strike rank as your doubtful compatriot. All right, so, however,
Not me.
the lizards have a 4. Oh,
What?
That's scary. All right, so
That's, yeah, they just in unison.
I could actually, yeah, that would be the cry of a rock lizard, I think.
Yeah.
I look around. Shit, are they calling more?
The cry.
Yeah, are they calling
Sending
more? That's a good
reinforcements.
I don't think they're that organized.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I just see giant stony lizards. I maybe have never encountered
Yeah.
these before. I'm not
Exactly.
sure.
All right, so one is going to be snapping at Puig as you ride in with your lance. It's kind of snapping up at the underside of the llama. You know.
Oh no.
Although my llama's a war llama because it also has a
Yes, that's right.
action,
It
so
has
it's
its
gonna
own
kick and
its own
bite.
thing. Yeah.
Although it doesn't have its own strike thing.
Yeah, I think it's on the same as yours. We'll just go with that for now. That's a miss. And then against Kaba Do you want to try and parry with your?
Are you parrying?
So if I fail
You're using
the
your
parry,
dagger
I might
axe,
drop
right?
it.
You might
right?
drop if you fumble it. What are the odds of that?
Oh, well.
Nah, fuck it. I'll be fine. How many? I have a lot of health points, I think, right?
Okay.
What are my health points? A million?
Your hit points, very bottom left.
It should be a million.
Like 16. That seems like a lot.
Pretty good.
I got a cat that can heal me.
You're like, whatever.
I'll just be like, rain, healing! And I imagine the cat stands up and is like, meh, meh, meh.
does a weird little.
Just like little glowing rays shooting from its little foot paws.
It does like a little hoppy dance, and the other one's like, why'd you even do that? You don't have to. And Rain's like, because I look better this way.
It's better if you
Wow.
dance it. We all know spirit.
Rain's a lot fluffier in personality. Storm's like, this is serious battle.
Yes.
Nice. All right, so this rock lizard rears up and bites at you, and what was I just checking?
Breaks
Hit
his
location?
teeth on my muscles.
Oh yeah, no, it's skill. Regular success.
Are you like
All right.
secretly hoping you get wounded every battle so you have a new scar?
It's not a hope, I'm just not concerned.
Alright, so.
Okay, so let me roll its damage.
So hit
Of course, the
location
damage is like
left arm.
20, you're dead.
Right.
Yeah.
Oops.
That was a nice career.
17.
What's the.
So even
Yeah.
though you're not actively using your shield, it launches itself and sinks its claws into your shield. Okay, for 7 points. So what is your shield armor?
Let's see. You lost your medium shield, so
So
you're
I've
using
got my
your large
large
shield.
one. So what is the shield armor rating? I don't have it written down. I don't know.
Armor rating is. Hit points is 16.
For large?
Yeah, for a large shield.
And what's for medium?
12.
So that means how much damage they can take?
Yes.
So then I'm fine?
You are fine.
Okay,
Your
great.
shield now has a giant lizard claw mark running down it.
Blacksmith
Nice.
looks sexy, who cares?
And actually, thank you for the reminder. Your prepping your shield does add to your strike rank as well, so you'll actually be strike rank 10 this round.
Okay.
So that means you'll only get to attack once.
But I get 12, I thought.
Yeah, but that's so basically. Oh wait, is the dagger axe two-handed?
It's. Yes.
Okay, so the shield. Never mind.
So I take 7.
So you're gonna take 7 damage.
So what's the armor on your left arm?
The armor on my left arm is. Is that the AP?
Yeah.
Yes.
HP.
AP.
Mm-hmm.
6.
Okay, so you take 1 point of damage
Damn.
On my arm.
on your left arm. So you're gonna mark that,
So the HP of my left arm is now 1 point less.
and then you're also going to reduce your overall hit point tally, which is
There needs to be like a temp bar for that, I feel like, on
somewhere
your.
down there.
Down on the bottom left for your regular hit points, so you're going to reduce your regular hit points.
So I'm
by
just
1.
gonna use tick marks. So I have 1 point of damage on my left arm, and I am now at a 15. Make this a star. That's fine. Do not care.
Okay. So that was that lizard, and then hand.
The lizard on me.
Lizard on you.
I just laugh as the lizard bites me. It's like, ha, and I'm like, ha, 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 ha. Mush.
You'll call that a strike. Now, do you want to be parrying at all?
Yeah, sure, why not?
With your weapon? Or do you have a shield?
I have a medium shield, so I'll try to parry with that.
Okay.
Alright, so I have plus 20 for everything this round.
Yeah.
So rolling against 60. I fail.
Okay. And then on the second attack, it's 2 claws. You can roll again, but it would be at a minus 20, so it would.
Does this
cancel out
affect
there.
my eventual attack?
No.
Okay, so 40 now. Nope, 80.
Okay. All right. Well, I missed on both, so.
Okay. So yes, we both ineffectually.
Yes. There's a lot of.
Yeah.
Yep. There's a lot of back and forthing. Okay, so that then brings us to Puig with her lance charge.
I got a 16 out of 75.
Wow. Okay. So
And a 12.
okay. So you missed having a special result by 1. That sucks.
Yeah.
And you rolled a 12, so that's 4 That's the 4 quarters of the lizard.
Excellent.
And how's that damage?
1/5 and 1/20.
So I get to do the weapons damage plus my
Damage bonus.
from my beast.
Mm-hmm.
Neat. That is 16.
Whoa. Nice.
Llama power.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. So it's 13 points of damage. Good lord. Okay. What are their overall hit points? Okay. Yeah. So
Grab it like a turkey.
you spirit. Yeah,
We'll eat some
you
lizard
do.
tonight.
Yay! I will happily eat it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we had lizard last night too.
Did we?
That lizard
Yep.
is no more. All right. Kaboom.
So I look at my arm and I'm like, my turn.
Have I not done anything?
You're running in on this round, so
Okay.
it takes up your round.
Okay.
So, I roll a 15 on a 74.
Nope. Just miss.
So close.
It's unfortunate.
15 is 1/5 of 75.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We'll just 10% of it and then half it.
So that would be 14.8. So yes, that is it.
You
It
do
rounds
get
up.
it. Yep.
Oh,
Cool.
hooray!
Yes.
So this is Lizard 1 because I get 2 attacks.
Yep.
Right? Okay.
So you got a special.
I got a special. I don't know what that means yet, but I got a special.
Double
and
damage.
I hit. Well, I already get.
And what was your hit location?
It was a 3.
Oh, you got it in the tail.
Yeah. Aw, does that mean will he like bleed out?
Does the
'cause
tail
it's a special?
disattach?
We'll see.
And it just
Right.
and it runs
It's like
away?
meant to
Yeah, no,
detach.
And it grows up and it
I
grows
hope
in
it's
the tail.
not useless. Like I'm doing all this damage
Yeah,
and it's just
that-
like
that would be
to
frustrating.
nothing. so
Okay,
this
the tails get
is
eaten.
That's true too.
so the dagger axe
Good
is
steak cut.
3d6 plus the extra 2d6 damage
Wait.
bonus, but
Oh.
doubled.
It's 3d6 normally?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna roll 6d6 plus your 2d6 damage bonus.
Hell yeah.
So that's 8d6 that you're rolling.
No,
do it.
wait, really?
That's Pendragon level.
That is Pendragon level.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Kiddo would be proud.
Are you sure it's 8d6?
I'm positive.
Alright. Alright, are you?
Wow, dagger axe.
Let's do it.
For the win.
Yeah.
4, 6,
I
8.
doff my cap to dagger axe.
This is why I switched
Yeah, it's not bad.
Ooh.
a lot.
I see a
I
6.
mean, I don't know what it is,
I
but
see
it's
5 and 4.
There's no explosions here, right?
No.
Okay.
What?
I'm just
No.
checking. I'm just checking.
You want more?
Just checking.
Not enough for you?
Yeah, it's not enough to
It's
roll
never
anything.
enough
Are you
for
not
me.
entertained?
I'm not anymore. I need blood for days. So 10, 28.
Okay.
Wow.
Are you not happy with a roll that would have killed anyone at this table?
That's true. Never turn on me.
Oh, hell no.
No. Yeah, mental note. All right, so
Do not anger Cabo.
no. Well named.
The cats are cheering, by the way. They're like, yeah! Good hit. Go.
Nice one.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I have the tail bit?
I want voices. I want to cast the voices.
Yeah, we got to get the distinct voices for these
Yeah.
cats.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Let's see. So in terms
His
of doing
tail
damage,
explodes and he loses so much blood he passes out.
I mean, you definitely severed it.
Yeah, the tail isn't severed.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. You cannot take more than twice possible. Okay, but it does spill over to hit points. Okay, I was just determining if anything got lost, and the answer to that is no. So you said, I'm sorry, the total you rolled was
28.
28. Okay, the lizard's dead. All right, so
How does he die?
My life.
well, basically you just completely lop its tail off. It dies from shock. Yeah,
What's a coward next?
right.
You cut it off closer to the body than it usually detaches its tail.
That's right. You cut it off
Oh,
right at the
very
pelvis.
nice, very
Just
nice.
leaking blood onto the ground
Just
everywhere.
In
Pouring
fact,
out.
probably cut its anus off while you're at it. So.
Cloaca. It's a cloaca.
Good cloaca,
yeah.
thank you. That's even worse. Because you managed to cut off its excretory and reproductive organ in one blow.
Yeah.
So
I'm a monster.
You're amazing.
That's the one that's.
it's the City of Wonders all over again.
Yeah.
You're just like running into this watching.
I know. Oh, I know. Like, it's amazing.
Oh my god, it's like in Wayne's World, like dream. It's like slow motion as you watch her.
I'm actually picturing it like she's a little ways off and just watching this big dagger axe come down, and then like, the two halves of the lizard just spiraling up into the air,
Trailing a little bit of blood.
trailing blood. Yeah, because you hit it so hard you just launched it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like I'm running in, I'm just like, whoa!
blood
Blood
hit the
splattering on my
leaves, it's
face.
dripping off the trees.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
The blood's
Yeah.
definitely splattering.
All
on my
right, so hold off on that because Hand gets to go next on strike rank 8.
Oh joy.
Yeah. Come on, Hand. I'm sure you can equal that or better it.
Come on, man.
Yep, I can miss.
Oh
I'm a merchant.
I'm the brains of this party.
Exactly. I'm the face and the brains.
You're all doing great.
This is not my wheelhouse.
Good job, everyone.
I will make sure that you are rewarded for being
Yes.
competent.
Just collect the lizard parts for eating. Like
I'm helping.
I'm
You're the
helping.
distraction. You're just like.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We can
This
start
might
bargaining
too.
with the lizards.
All right,
like
so
to-
now we get to Kaba on strike reg 10. Go for it.
And location.
Only slightly less impressive, a 28, but it does hit.
All right, so it's a regular hit.
Does my 8 to strength, by the way, add anything else to any of this?
I think that's what factors in your boost to your damage
Okay,
bonus.
so, okay.
Yeah.
That's good. And just make sure I'm not missing anything.
D20 for your location.
No. Yes. That. A 19.
Oh, head.
Make it the head.
That's
Head.
yes, hell yes, hell yes.
So
just
not a
5.
special success, but it's the 3d6
yeah.
plus the 2d6.
So 5d6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only 5.
Only
five.
5.
I know,
Only
it's just,
5.
I'm disappointed too, Eli, okay? I tell you.
It won't be quite as spectacular.
Yeah, I'm sold.
You'll merely brain this one.
Yeah.
Am I doubling something else?
No.
No.
No!
For the love of God, no.
I want every damage. 10, 16, 19.
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
That's a decapitation.
That is a decapitation.
So happy!
Whoa, this is
And
amazing.
so another one flies up into the air.
Or that one's like a little sand wedge. That
Just the head
you
actually
just get it with a golf swing, and the head just goes flying.
just corkscrews up into the air.
Yeah.
And it does a little spiral.
Body falls over. Rain, pay attention to where that fell. I want to add it to the collection of skulls.
Got it.
Into
Zips
the
off
sack.
after it.
I
Yeah.
just have a bag on my horse that's literally for heads,
For heads.
because I like to collect.
Heads.
Got your head bag.
Yeah.
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 It's a Gucci.
Imagining what your mantle is like at home. Like, did you build like extra mantle just to house all?
Oh yeah. There's the mantle, and then there's like shelves going up along the
It's like
sides.
bookcase style.
Basically, but
Tasteful.
instead of books, because I can't read, it's just skulls.
But full of memories, nonetheless.
Yeah, and every
Yeah,
now
it's
and
like
then
a
I like
photo
put
album,
flowers in them
skulls.
just because I think it's funny. So I'll
Yeah.
put like flowers in the eye sockets.
It's a very nice touch. It's a feminine touch. It's how you know it's home.
Trying
Feminine
to add
touch.
a femininity to my kill count. Okay.
Oh Lord.
Alright.
Okay.
Is there anything I can do?
Well, in the interest of moving things along,
Useless.
no, you're not. You tossed that javelin. So this was. Guess
Can I
what?
get
This
my
was a
javelin?
nice little. Yes, you can. This was a nice little introduction to the combat system.
Yes. It was.
Well,
Done
So
more
we
than me.
covered ranged combat. We covered charging. We covered regular attacks, strike ranks. We saw what happens when a combat monster wades into combat.
yeah.
Multiple
Uh,
attacks per round.
Yeah, multiple attacks per round. So I think we got a good grounding there. We'll just move it along.
Yes.
So the rock lizards, of course, are
Yeah, there
just
should
animals
be, like,
after
whether or not
all.
they rally.
And 3 of them just died in like the span of 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Did the one you javelined die too?
I think he's just injured.
he's injured.
And annoyed.
Yeah, he is injured, and not enough to cripple him.
Yeah.
The javelin kind of falls out of him as he retreats.
away.
Yeah.
The meat of his thigh or something.
Yeah, exactly. So, you guys now have a cow on your hands.
Gotta
Can
heal
I
it.
heal it?
You can heal it, absolutely.
With my spirit magic, which specifically works on wounds.
Yes, yes, you can. So, I'll say a 4-point expenditure would allow
Okay.
you to heal.
So while Fleet's doing this, I'm just looking around to see if there's any, like, the trail is still going up, right?
Yes.
So I want to scout ahead and
Yes.
just see, like,
Presumably, this one was peeled off from the herd. You know.
oh,
as they say.
does it look like an old bull?
No,
Like,
it's a
well, that's
it's-
surprising that it would be a bull that would be
yeah. Well, these rock lizards, they're
KG.
cagey.
Well, if it's just one by himself too.
It was part of the part of the
herd, but he might have wandered off a little
Yeah,
bit.
bulls might be a little bit harder to herd too.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
than
Oh,
standard
good point.
cattle,
Good
so-
point.
Not to mention the fact, I mean, if the rock lizard, say, attacked the rest of the herd and then he got separated that
Totally.
way.
You do note close up that its horn has the carving of your clan, so
So it's ours.
it is yours for sure. You can also make a herd roll to calm it if you want.
Yeah.
I'd like to scout ahead to just see like what's further up the road.
Sure thing.
I failed.
Okay.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna pray to Stormbowl in thanks for protecting us over the battle and allowing us to triumph. And then I rub the blood from the lizards on myself and all my weapon handles and the cats and the horse.
Nice.
All right.
It's good time.
Nice.
Big old blood party.
Storm Bull, allow me to sacrifice this bull as thanks to you.
The lizards will suffice.
Yes.
Wasn't too fun.
All right, go ahead and make an intelligence check there, Eli.
Times
I'm
5.
Times 5.
To the restroom.
Okay.
Times 5.
Yep.
Miss it by 5.
Okay, and then you can also make your choice of a scan or listen roll.
Gonna do listen.
Mm-hmm.
Make it.
Okay. You hear the sound of wind-blown leaves as the storm is coming in. However, you also note no bird song in the area. No animal noises whatsoever. Eerily quiet, apart from the wind.
Odd. Would that mean like that there's like the storm's gonna be pretty serious? Or it's just something else that's different than the animals are before a storm? I would know that.
I mean, you do know it's common for animals to hunker down before a storm starts, so maybe it's just that.
It may be that, but it may
Maybe it's
not
just
be.
that, yeah. However, you do spot on a far off steep hill
Yeah.
what appears to be a structure of some sort.
What is it? There's a structure up there. Hen, look at this.
I'll
Do you recognize it?
take a
Make a
look.
scan roll if you want.
Sure.
Yeah.
Am I still impassioned or not?
We'll say yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, so I make it 9 out of 45.
Woo.
nice. Special
That's a
success.
fifth, right?
That's a
Nice.
special success.
Yay. Grazie.
I've already checked my scan though, guys,
Damn
because I
it.
fumbled before.
All right.
You do check
That's
on
right.
special success, though, correct?
Yes, yes. Okay, so what you can see is that it's probably some kind of ancient settlement. You know, there's like a little tower sticking up,
Yep.
and then some walls.
Okay.
So.
What is that?
It's some kind of settlement. Might have been built at the same time as this road.
Yeah.
Is it getting late?
Oh no, it's
early
maybe
morning
about
still.
midday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you said we walked for hours.
For some hours,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
so
so
it's about
midday.
midday.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Sounds
we're far from it. I think maybe if we go toward there, it would be good shelter for the night.
Do you think by the time we reach it, it'll be about camping time?
Sooner than that, actually. It's only a couple hundred meters
Oh.
off.
Oh.
The trail does lead in that direction as well.
All right.
then
Well,
let's,
they're probably there.
Yeah, they might be resting there, so maybe we want to approach carefully.
Mm-hmm. Good idea.
So I'll stay towards the back since I have no stealth skills. But I will say to Eli, that was a very good javelin launch into that lizard. You should be proud. You battled well.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You were amazing, impeccable skill, and you are very brave.
Much training, much spirit.
Yes, and you represent Marangor perfectly. I just awkwardly stop talking.
Wanders away, and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay.
The storm wind
Yeah.
blows through.
Yeah.
Next time, try rubbing the blood of your enemies on yourself. It will help you in battle.
All right, so he's taking.
thought.
Yes.
So we're heading towards a big
Yes. Tower.
Yep.
Settlement type thing.
Yeah, so now again, you can make local lore rolls if you wish.
Sure.
Okie dokie.
Nope.
What?
Local lore if you want.
Local?
Area lore local.
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 L'Oreal.
Knowledge.
Knowledge. I know I'm looking at that. Area lore?
Yeah, area lore local.
Local.
Okay. No.
No. Okay. So yeah, you have no idea what these ruins may be.
Alright. What could it be?
So Eli, are you going ahead of everyone else,
Yeah.
or is everyone kind of following?
I'm
you?
tracking. I just feel like I'm tracking to like.
Okay.
I think Eli should range ahead because he's, the tracker and the quietest.
All right. So the three of you watch as he darts up into the tall grass of the hill.
Yeah.
You get to within a good sighting distance. Start taking in the details. It is a crumbling ruin. low walls surrounding some sort of settlement with
Yeah.
a large, squat, cylindrical tower in the center. You can make a listen roll.
Yeah, I will. Oh, that's like, yeah, it's 10%. So yeah, that's a special.
You got a special, good. And a scan roll before I give you the listen roll results.
The results of that finding. After
Coming
these
up next.
messages. No.
No. All right, so you can't see anything, but you do hear a quick patter of footsteps echoing from amongst the ruins. Likely somebody wearing boots.
Boots. Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
You also more mutedly hear the lowing of cattle
Uh-oh. They're all
coming
here.
from within.
Hen was right. So I'm gonna head back
Okay.
and let you all know what I heard, and like more than likely they're there. We can ambush them, but I'm not sure.
Did you notice how many sets of footprints around the area?
No, I didn't. I just heard them.
You did see that the cattle trail went into the ruins.
Okay.
But not like human.
But not
footprints.
human, like how many people?
No, if there were any, they were obscured by the.
At this point, there's probably just like 3 or 4 of them, I'm thinking, based on the deaths of the other 2.
That's right.
It's not for dogs.
She's like, I don't want to sniff you. All right, so
Why don't you?
she wants food.
No, I know I can't.
All right, so are y'all heading up?
Well, did it seem like there's only one way to drive cattle into the ruins, or does it seem like there's multiple places where a person could take the herd?
You can make a herd or animal lore roll.
I would do that.
Anyone
I can do
who
it.
wishes to.
Yeah.
I'll give a herd roll a try.
All right.
I have animal
15%.
lore.
Yeah, sure.
I make it
I don't.
with,
I do not.
no, not quite a special.
Okay.
Bummer.
So Puig can see pretty clearly that the road gives way to a large break in the wall, which is turns into a sloping path that wends its way up into the ruins, and it's quite clearly a cattle-friendly approach. The road is not paved; it's very broad. You know, it's obviously meant for herding animals into the ruins.
How shall we approach this? I only have one technique, loud. But maybe that's not the best for this one.
Oh, you can make a battle roll, by the way, there.
What is a battle roll?
That is your skill battle.
Oh,
What if I cause an earthquake and it allows the cattle to, we can maybe figure out a way to herd the cattle if they've been disrupted?
Well, I can
And-
always sneak in and try and then you can use it as a distraction.
so what am I using this roll for? I rolled a 3.
Jeez. It's basically to get an idea of the.
What to do?
Oh,
I see.
Sort of military applications of this
So my
area.
battle's at a 65, so what's a 3?
The 3 is check your battle,
Yeah.
and you can see that this would make for a highly defensible position. Although the walls were not fortifications, they were not built for defense. However, obviously, someone such as yourself in command and telling people how to set up a defense could turn this into a nigh impregnable bastion.
But we don't know if they're inside, right?
You do well. Eli heard some footsteps.
Yeah.
And herd cows.
So is
Someone
so
is inside.
the inside is nigh impregnable, or you mean where we're standing is nigh
In the
impregnable?
end, if you were defending that site,
Right.
That-
it would
But
be
we're
very
attacking.
defensible. Exactly.
So that's bad.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it is.
I don't like this at
Well,
all.
assuming that someone of your capabilities was on the inside.
I have a battle idea.
What?
A capital battle idea.
What is it?
We shall set a fire outside the doors area, and they will be concerned. And that, because it's been storming, something could have got lit in the brush. And they'll come out to check, and then we murder them.
That sounds pretty good. What do you guys think?
Well, if we set fire on the path in which they herded the cattle in, that would prevent them from herding the cattle out, so that would serve a double purpose.
But it will also prevent us from hurting the cattle out.
Yeah.
Only till we put the fire out. But we could do it just slightly more time.
I'll just note that setting a fire after all this rain would be incredibly difficult, unless you
Even
had
if
some
I
sort of
have-
magic fire thing.
I don't have magic. I have like kindling and oil
No.
and shit. And
Yeah, all the grass, all the trees, it's wet.
So my mistress here, she can herd creatures very easily. She's very good at that. So if we figure out a way to get in there to herd these beasts away, I can cause an earthquake to destabilize and induce panic in the thieves.
Puig, what
Might
if you
we
were
not-
to call to the herd and summon them to us the way that you did the
Yeah.
bull? That would cause the herders to follow and attempt to regain control, and then we could fall
But they
upon
can't
them.
get out because the doors are closed, right?
No, there are no doors, are there?
There are no doors that you can see.
Yeah.
The other thing we could do is set a noise distraction. Like maybe they want horses because they're degenerates, so they'd steal a horse. So we put the horse.
I think they'd probably be suspicious. Of
Yeah.
If they saw an untended horse.
Well, they
Especially
want it.
because of rock lizards. How did the horse get here?
Yeah.
We make
Specifically.
the rock lizard bodies into puppets, and
Oh.
we shoot them outside.
You know,
the
I think
area.
I've had enough of cadaverous puppets. In a
Cadaverous puppets. What's your earthquake spell called?
Shake earth.
Shake Earth. I'm just gonna check it, see how it works.
But they'd come check, and then we can kill them.
We'll kill them eventually, but
I could definitely call them.
yeah, let's
I
figure
probably
out.
need to get closer for them to
Yeah.
hear me though.
If they come out with the cattle, might they not hide behind the cattle? Will that make it hard to hit them
Well,
without
they're
hitting
not
the cattle?
expecting the cattle to leave. They're
No,
not
they're
using
not.
the cattle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just don't want anything to happen to the cattle.
I know.
We
No,
need that
that is
beef.
that is the idea.
Yeah.
We need the beef for the long
conserve
winter
them.
months.
But I can
Mhm.
also tell the cattle to trample them.
Mm-hmm. Yes. She's a
True.
good one.
Indeed.
I am weak.
I am weak. Yes, I am weak.
All right.
Alright.
So what are you guys thinking? What's the plan?
Get Tweak to regulate on the cattle and like get them to do her bidding.
Because I could get the cattle to hopefully incite them to move quickly,
Mm-hmm.
and the herders will be caught unawares, and as they run out, you can ambush them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Puig's going in by herself.
Do you have to go in to do it, or can you call them from
I
in
have to
here?
get. I'm imagining I'd have to get closer in
Yeah.
order to talk to them.
Shouldn't we all go in?
Otherwise,
and
I'm
kind
just
of-
a shouting cow.
I don't think we should go in. It's an ambushable
Yeah,
point
but-
of entry to go in. I think that's a dangerous plan to actually go inside the building. You don't have to go inside the building, right?
Well,
You
it's,
just-
it's not a
they-
building,
they're
it's
not
a
in the building.
compound, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a walled village basically.
And
Yeah.
It's
so,
fairly large.
you guys could certainly position yourselves either inside that wall or around that wall in order to ambush them most efficiently.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I will have to get a little bit closer.
The range is your voice. So in other words, you have to actually enunciate and say and shout. So you could shout. I mean, you can
Well,
hear the cattle,
Yeah.
but you would
But
have
will
to
the
actually
cattle
have
hear
a
me?
conversation with it.
Yeah.
So.
But she can shout from where she is, because if she can. hear the
And
cattle,
hope well,
they can
and
hear
it's
her.
it's the same as shouting to somebody. You know, it's like you kind of hope they hear you.
But then the
Now, if you
mortals
get
are-
closer,
Yeah.
you know, and you can actually see them, then you would know that they could hear you.
Yes,
So
I think that's probably.
But then the
a better
thieves will
idea.
hear her, right?
exactly. So that would be the other thing is if you get close to it, you can cast a spell and be like, "Hey, come on!" You know.
Although also,
so.
I will sound mostly like a cow.
So maybe
Yes.
they'll think that the bull came back.
Mm.
Oh, that could be.
Oh, yeah, because you're not talking English, you're talking cow.
I
All right.
suppose so. It just says that you can talk with one type of herd beast for the length of the spell. Yeah, it doesn't really say what you talk in. So,
So, I mean, we could either summon the cows, or you could sound maybe perhaps like the bull itself, and maybe they would come to reclaim it.
No.
No. Does anyone have explosives?
No.
you don't know,
Otherwise,
sorry, you don't know any dwarves. All right, so
I'm going to get in closer.
okay.
Yeah.
and try
I
to
will
talk.
say one last variable is that this being one of those old hill fort kind of constructions, you can tell that the passageways inside this compound are going to be very narrow, not particularly amenable to riding animals.
I don't think we should go in the village at all.
Yeah.
You can call to them from, like, the gate area, right? We don't have to go in.
I'm saying, like, it doesn't matter. You guys
Yeah.
don't have to follow me.
I know, but
No,
I'm worried
I'm
about you
getting
getting clobbered.
Mm-hmm.
You're not worried? Okay.
Weak isn't worried. We're
Let's
not
move
worried.
forward with the plan.
Yes.
So we will take ambushy type positions outside the gates.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You are very brave.
That's all it is worth.
It will not be hard.
Okay. So, Puig moves. He watches. She walks up the pathway, up the ramp.
Do you leave your llama with us?
I mean, I'm leaving with my llama.
The llamas are together.
I think she's leaving us with the llama.
And technically, I mean, I'm a slave, so I'm like.
I have the llama in the bowl.
Do you want to go with Puig or stay
Do you
back
want
with
me
the
to
llamas?
help you?
Your javelin will be of more use outside the gate where you can help ambush.
All right.
So you're staying with the llamas.
Yeah.
You're the llama holder.
Mind the llamas.
Yes.
Okay.
No, the llamas can mind themselves.
I'm sure they're fine, but
All right.
They are tending to the bowl.
So you walk up this ramp. You can see that it's kind of, it's lined with walls on both sides, and it sort of curves. The whole compound is a big circular wall, basically. So it just sort of curves in.
Wait a minute. If it's circular, I'm just trying to imagine, like, you said it's a low wall, yes?
10 feet,
oh, that's not a low wall.
as opposed to 30 or 40 feet.
Wow.
Oh no, I was just imagining if I could, like, go around the wall
Uh-huh.
to where I hear the cattle and call them from outside the wall.
Okay. You can try that, certainly. So, you begin circling around the exterior of the wall, and you actually do see that
I did
after not much walking, a couple hundred meters, the back end of the hill that this thing is situated on suffered a landslide at some point in the past.
How convenient.
And a huge section of the wall has crumbled and fallen down the side of the hill. So,
Okay.
mm-hmm.
Let's climb a little closer, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so you clamber over the rubble, and yeah, you get a pretty good view of this ruined town. It's just, it's like an old Anasazi ruin. Just a bunch of outlines of various dwellings and storage granaries and whatnot, all without roofs or ceilings. The central tower, the roof has collapsed in. It's maybe about 25 feet high. And you can't see where the cows are from your perspective.
Can you hear the cows?
Make a listen roll.
Listen. Where is listen?
Under
Perception.
perception.
Yeah,
in the
sorry.
middle of the page.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So you do hear some cattle noises. What you can determine is that they are probably on that far side of the tower from where you're standing. And judging from the sound qualities, they're probably in some sort of enclosure. You also can see in amongst the ruined walls and whatnot, a lot of skulls.
Nice.
They're all animal skulls.
Yeah.
So cattle, bison, horse, rams, antelope, sable deer, and even impala are littering the place.
Those bastards.
They're on the walkways. They're set into sconces. They're on top of
Wow.
things.
It's like an area of sacrifice.
And in fact, one of the skulls kind of jumps out at you visually, because you can see that it is very freshly flensed. There's still blood all over it. There's a little bit of meat hanging off
So
here
you
and
must
there.
act quickly to preserve the majority of the cattle.
Are there new llama skulls?
No llama skulls.
Can I make a battle roll to see, like, I don't know, is this like a better vantage point than like ambushing from the front or something like
Yeah,
that?
sure.
Let's try it. No, just barely.
Okay. Oh, and who has the lowest POW?
Mine is 18.
13.
12.
Okay, thank you.
Can I run to the bathroom now? or-
Yeah,
Sure.
no.
So, can I continue to? Well, let's see. No, because the wall is intact over on that side. I'm assuming. I mean, how wide is this? I mean, I know it's like kind of like a little
This,
city dwelling, but
Oh, yeah. It covers I'd say 2-3 acres. It's not huge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So I can see all the way to the other side.
Well, because it's on a hilltop, you know, the tower is at the very summit of the hill, and it's kind of a very gentle slope. So
I see.
you can see most of it, but not all of it.
Okay. But I can definitely tell, for instance, this is the only other break in the wall.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I could call my friends and we could try and sneak in through this break in the wall.
Mhm.
Or perhaps they're not expecting us, or at least it is less defensible.
Yeah, you certainly see no signs of any watchers or guards or anything.
That's weird.
There you're again. I'm assuming it won't take me long to like run back and like get them to
No, you
follow
could
me.
easily do that.
Okay.
Yeah. And there are sufficient ruined dwellings even outside the walls that you can just kind of pen your riding animals in.
Does it look like the cattle run runs along the inside of this wall, or does it run straight through?
It's kind of like a spiral, so it runs along the inside, the interior of the outer wall, and then sort of spirals in and disappears
So
back
where we're
behind the
standing
tower.
is where the cattle would.
Yeah, like there was
Where
that
I'm standing, like along that wall, is the cattle would still.
would have still been walking. Yeah.
So if the cattle are exiting that way, then the thieves will also have to follow them that way, ostensibly to get to the entrance.
Mm-hmm.
So if we ambush them from here, they will not expect it.
Correct.
Okay.
A reasonable
Nice.
assumption, I think.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna run back and tell them what I have found.
Okay.
My suggestion, Kabaun, is that since there's this break in the wall from the landslide, which runs alongside that cattle path, I can try and get in closer to call the cattle out. And then you guys can ambush from this break in the wall instead because they're less likely to expect you.
Seems like a safe enough idea.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Do you tell me about all the skulls?
I do.
You talk. Lovely. It sounds just like my living room.
That's true.
Very pleased.
I love what you've done with the place.
Of course, the flensed ones stay outside. Ready
Yes.
to come in, but I'm a little more civilized.
Yes.
I mean, technically all of this is outside at this point.
That's true. So wait, can we bring the horses up to that break in the wall, or we need to leave them?
There are ruins outside of the walls as well that you could easily make into a little ad hoc pen.
That would probably
So-
be safer.
Okay.
Because also that way their noises will not as easily give us away.
Yeah.
I guess I'll leave my cats.
No, cats can come with you.
I feel like they would come with
Battle
me.
Yeah.
cats.
Yeah.
I mean, they sort of can take care of themselves in terms of avoiding combat, and they're swift because they're cats, so I'm not that worried about them.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's see here. Alright, so that takes, 20 minutes or so, get everything organized, and then move over around to the side. So you all position yourselves among the ruins, and Puig heads in. Okay, so you head into the narrow, rubble-choked streets.
Yes, let me think really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think about what type of weapon to bring with me.
A pole lasso.
It doesn't do damage.
I know.
I mean, it sounds great in theory.
It's just for
Yeah.
lassoing things.
Yeah, it really, really is. Because my specialties are really just the dagger axe and the lance and the pole lasso. I'm trying to think what would be better. They're both long range, which is not ideal always, but let's do
Let me take a look at Lance and see if it has any restrictions about,
distance.
or whether or not you can use it on foot.
Well,
Why would
that's
you not
fair.
be able to use a lance on?
I mean, you could. It's just not like it's like a spear then at that
Yeah.
point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
But we can continue. I don't know.
Okay. You have a weapon with you.
I have a weapon with me. Either way, it is long.
Yes. So, as I say, there are many skulls, many animal skulls scattered about, placed around. You can also see that many of these walls, now that you're in amongst them,
We'll do the dagger axe. It's fine, Dave.
dagger axe,
Sounds good.
contain bands of inscriptions and carvings and runes. The language is one that's unfamiliar to you. However, you can see that they are depicting some sort of religious, narrative. Probably the birth of a goddess rising from the earth. Looking not unlike the carvings on those menhirs. Some of the other carvings seem to show this goddess as a protector of the lands against the forces of chaos.
I like that.
And then yet more carvings depict humans leading cattle in long lines towards the goddess. So you are meandering your way
Yeah,
through.
mostly I'm bored with that, frankly.
And yes, let's see here. Are you looking around for anything particular? Or are you just trying to find the cattle pen?
I mean, I'm sure that I am being cautious. But mostly I'm
Yes.
looking for the cattle pen. Because I have no quarrel with these people. I'm just trying
Sure.
to help get the cattle back. And that is the one thing that I know I can do without much fuss.
Sure. Yeah, if you wanted to kind of root through the ruins, you can always make a search roll, see if there's anything.
I think that would risk making noise. That would attract attention to myself.
Certainly.
Unless
Okay.
there's, I don't know, some magic relic that is gonna...
I mean, you never know. These ancient ruins, man. Filled
We'll
with
loot it
ancient
afterwards.
magic.
We'll loot it afterwards.
Loot it afterwards. Okay, so
Do not loot until you have earned it.
that's right.
Did we loot the lizard men? Did they have anything on them?
They were just
rock lizards? They were just
rock
beasts.
lizards.
They don't carry like pouches or anything.
They're not sentient.
Okay.
So you wonder, do your sentient cats have like little outfits?
One of them has a tiny hat. He chose it. I mean, I have nothing to do with what they
Yeah,
wear. They wear
no, that's
whatever they
true.
want.
That's true.
One of them probably wears dried mouse innards around him as like a necklace or something.
Has a little mouse skull.
Storm's a little crazy.
A mouse skull, yeah.
It's a locket that a metal boot made. It means a lot to me.
All right. So in due course, you locate this corral. It's a large enclosed space. It has no exterior exit that you can see. However, it is built directly up against that tower. So
Have to take them through the tower.
you could make that assumption, yes.
Okay. So I could try to get the cattle, I don't know, running out the way that they came and hide amongst them. I'm quite small. I could easily hold on to one. I mean, who knows what they're doing in that tower, but I mean, the corral is stone, like everything else. All right, then we're gonna have to get really, really close to that tower.
All right. So, what would you like to do?
Let's see. Trying to get the cattle to come out. I could speak to them and try to incite them to stampede out the way that they came, perhaps in combination with a herding skill. And if there's anyone in the tower, we'll just trample them unexpectedly. And then make my way to my companions who can help me pick off any, yes.
Baddies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's try that.
All right.
All right. So, make your roll.
For,
Your rune magic.
don't I just spend rune magic?
No, you have to roll against the governing rune.
Oh, that's right.
Beast.
Which is the beast one. I forgot. It's new.
I
I got a 4.
Wow. Okay. Well, check your beast rune
Whoa.
Nice.
Very nice roll.
and spend a rune point.
Done.
All All right, so you kind of whisper over the wall to the nearest cow.
Ooh, I'm gonna tell them, like freedom is this way, it is a trap. Because I don't want them to panic, I only want them to move,
Okay. And so the cow says, we cannot leave.
What?
Giant stone
Ah, they're blocked in.
blocks our way.
Red.
Okay, I'm gonna whisper back to it that I am returning with help, I guess. Because they can't get out, we're gonna have to go in.
And it says, please hurry. 5 of my sisters have died at the hands of the mad human who has also killed his own.
Ooh, so
He's
there's just
all alone.
But they might mean because he killed the one.
Yeah, but he may be alone now, like at this point. Who knows? Okay, that's horrible.
I know, I'm gonna whisper for her to keep her spirits up.
Cheer up, Charlie.
Freedom is coming soon.
Freedom is coming soon. All right.
So this stone that's in place.
They will see sweet fresh grass once again.
Yes. Ah, the sweet fresh grass of home.
By the way, do any of us have the ability to notice the creepy, vengeful spirit that was coming with us and hanging out with us?
You have a blood-covered stone that, according to your shaman friend,
Karya?
yes, Carthalo, said all you have to do is throw the stone down and call her, and she'll.
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna book it back because it sounds like he's alone then. Because it sounds like if we get to the tower, you throw the stone in. At the very least, it'll cause a distraction, hopefully.
Then we can kill him?
Or she'll kill him, and then we can move the stone, take the...
Do we know that?
We should kill him.
Do we know
Just
that?
to make sure.
I mean, we'll burn him afterwards.
I don't trust the insubstantiality of ghosts.
Yeah, I'm wondering how that works.
Do I trust ghosts?
Do you trust?
I think the only person who could tell us whether or not this ghost could kill that guy is with her dad.
Back at the shack.
But did the cow say that he killed everyone else here, or was the cow referring to the fact that he killed that lady?
She's out here, first of all.
She also specified that the human killed 5 of her sisters, not the humans.
Right, exactly. So that's what I'm thinking.
The mad human who killed his own.
Yeah, I
also
think.
Yeah, and the dead girl also said that the other herdsmen were totally not cool with what he was doing,
Right.
so he's probably slowly whittled them down.
Yeah.
Or killed all but
At the very least, it sounds like it's not like
Yeah.
there's a giant group of them.
Yeah.
Right. So
Runequest, the game where you parse the statement of cows.
So where's this stone that's blocking them? Did I
It sounds
miss
like
that?
it's in the mouth that, like, the tower has an entrance that
Okay.
is attached to the corral, and it sounds like it's blocking.
Maybe there's like a stone door or something that's
And so
closed.
how is he moving that?
Yeah, one of them might have.
There's probably a mechanism or something
Or magic.
inside.
I mean,
If he's
he's...
a magic user, that could be problematic.
Yeah, or he's, sacrificing to something, so the something probably has enough presence to move, the stone.
What demands a blood sacrifice? Like what god?
Wait, can I summon an earth spirit to just
so
move it
many.
for us?
Yeah, technically all of
Can
them
you
really
summon
demand
elementals?
sacrifices
Yeah.
of cattle.
As I was saying, can I summon an earth spirit to move the stone for us?
I feel like, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. When it comes
So
to
we're
that.
doing that. So that's what we're doing.
Doing what?
Summoning an earth spirit to move the stone out of the way.
But under what circumstances?
I don't know.
No. I was saying, I'm going back to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
We should all go in, henge, throw in the stone that's covered in blood.
I feel like we should wait for us to have a face-to-face meeting with the guy, because otherwise, what are we doing? We're throwing a stone and hoping something happens?
Yeah, I'm not clear on.
You're adventurers, for God's sake.
Yeah.
I feel like there needs to be something more dramatic, like us facing him, and then me throwing down the stone, him getting distracted, and then us
Yeah.
killing him.
That's fine.
All right, so we'll go.
Otherwise, you're following me back to the tower.
Right, we're gonna follow you back to the tower. Do you want to summon your earth elemental and ask it to move the stone for us?
Well, no, not right now. I mean, it's going to totally ruin Dave's dramatic moment.
Well, we might not be able to get in, right, without moving
Go ahead
the.
and climb over
Well,
a
no,
wall.
no, no. So, tower,
Right.
corral,
Right.
stone is blocking the
Oh,
entrance
I
from the
see.
corral.
It's a
Oh.
sphincter inside of the tower.
So you absolutely want to confront this guy, even if we don't have to?
We're supposed to confront him. We've been told to confront
we
him.
have to hold him
He killed
accountable.
3 of our tribesmen,
Yes.
so we were
True.
instructed specifically to
Yes,
bring back the
yes.
cows and to hold him accountable.
Yeah, he
Okay.
needs to be judged.
Good thinking.
You can pull lasso him and we'll carry him back.
There you go.
Lasso.
I'm not sure if he's going to
Gonna
survive this encounter.
We'll
Yeah. Kappa is
But yeah, we can use
attacking
my
him.
pole lasso to just drag his corpse behind us.
Yeah,
There you go.
that'll
Alright,
work.
so
Or whatever part of his corpse is left.
let's
Yeah.
find this guy.
His upper torso.
We might need like 2 or 3 pole lassos actually, because he'll be in multiple pieces after she gets through with them.
As you move into the ruins, does anyone
Yes,
else want to
please.
poke around for relics?
This sort of seems like a not very good place to poke around for relics.
I do. What do I roll for
Go ahead and
that?
make a search roll.
I think that Larkins looked at me. Kaba. Oh my no.
No.
A 94.
Oh, so close to a fumble.
I know.
Here, I'll try since it's my second time through.
Okay.
Maybe I'll notice something that catches my eye. I got a 21.
Right.
Hey, hey.
How about that?
Regular success.
A regular success.
So, you find some broken shards of pottery with glazes of unusual hues.
Great.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Can I like search on our way back out too?
Yes, you can.
Excellent.
Yes.
Well, I'll just keep looting for crap. I'm probably just gonna throw them back in. I'm not super attached to things.
All right.
I put them all over my mantle with the skulls when I find them.
Sparkly.
All right.
Can we
Okay.
keep moving forward?
So you have arrived at the tower.
Okay.
So this is a, as I say, a very large, squat tower with a big set of double doors, granting access within.
Yeah, double doors that are closed.
Yep.
We
So
open them.
double stone doors.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, are they easily pushed open?
You want to give it
Yes.
a push?
Yes.
Yeah,
All
much-
right. The doors swing open.
Okay.
Feeling a little impatient there?
I feel like I have no idea what's going on, and like.
What do you mean?
And like, can we just keep going? Like, can we?
You have no idea what's going on.
No, it's just anyway.
I feel like there's this time constraint that's on us. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, because there's more cows getting sacrificed by
Exactly,
the second.
right.
The more we delay, the more
Yeah.
our prize is
Right,
lost, and
right.
this is money.
We're just not. I
losing
feel
money
like we're not
here.
acting. I know we're acting speedily in the game, but like. In reality, I'm just like, oh my god, like, can we just push the doors open and make something happen?
All right.
So that's where I'm pushing these doors open.
All right.
Pushing the doors
Well
open.
done.
Yes.
I did not tell you to push the doors open, slave.
Ooh.
I've already done
Nonetheless.
it. You'll have to punish me later.
Nonetheless, kinky. Nonetheless, the doors swing open on counterbalanced hinges,
Yes.
and you can see within. Being midday, the light is shining more or less straight down through the collapsed ceiling. Piles of rubble inside the central chamber that have been pushed off to the side. There is a low stone altar in the center of the room. There is, on top of this altar, a flensed and bloody horned bull skull
Oh.
with an array of reddened bones arranged in a strange pattern beneath it,
Wow.
and a bloody cowhide draped over one side of the altar. It's all very wet and shiny from the rain.
Yep.
Behind the altar is a 3-meter high, ochre-stained stone statue of a giant naked woman, her female characteristics exaggerated to a grotesque degree.
Okay.
I like it.
Good.
The same one we saw on the stones.
Yes,
all the way up here.
yes. The face is concealed by rows of coils, you know, like hair or rope or something.
Medusa.
Yeah.
Or snakes, perhaps. And on the ground next to the altar, ragged chunks of butchered meat.
Yep.
Sprawled against one wall nearby are 3 gray dogs in their distinctive blue-edged cloaks, all sitting, leaning up against the wall, with their throats slit
Right.
Yep.
and their chests drenched with blood.
Okay.
Their garments show signs of a struggle.
Right.
And let's see, a strangely curving array of rivulets leading from the altar are full of blood and draining into holes set in the floor at various places in the room.
All right.
Arranged throughout the room are stone bowls of all shapes and sizes. Some have shriveled and unidentifiable bits of material in them. Others are full of bloody flesh and cowhide.
Yep.
Skulls of animals litter the floor in even greater profusion in here than out in the streets. This is all, you asked about animal sacrifice earlier. It's, not unusual to sacrifice a cow or something.
Right, I wasn't questioning that.
Sure. This has a feeling of something much more primitive and primal than any kind of sacrificial rite
Seems
you've ever.
excessive.
It's excessive, and it's also just a lot bloodier and a lot kind of like more extra than what usually.
You're getting
do.
elbow deep.
Getting elbow deep, exactly.
So this
Yeah.
feels
Yes.
like
Instead of just
Is there a way-
the gentle
Just
throat
the-
slit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is there a way to use cult lore to see if I know what kind of group might be doing?
Yes, actually, you can all roll cult lore.
okay.
Is there a rune or other affinity that I can use to try to,
Oh, I made
or a
it.
passion that I can try to use?
You
to
could
bolster
make an earth rune roll if you happen to have
Earth?
earth rune.
I got
that? I
that.
do not have a rune.
I do.
And I fail.
Oh, I made it.
I fail an 80.
Ooh.
I made
You
my
was
earth.
So
I
it's
made
plus
with my
20
earth,
to your
plus
cult
20
lore.
to my
And
cult.
minus 10 to mine.
And minus 10 to yours.
Oh, I missed by 4. Alright,
I missed
I make it!
Wow!
because I missed by 2. That's frustrating.
Alright, so.
Somehow.
So, Hen,
Yeah.
you in your travels
Uh-huh.
have visited the Shaker Temple of
Yep.
Mar and Gor
Oh god, yeah.
on the slopes of Mount Carofin.
Mm-hmm.
And.
Well, this makes no sense. Like,
Oh, it does.
Oh,
okay.
it does.
Alright, so
Yeah.
Bear with me. Bear with me.
Alright.
In a small alcove in a little side chamber of the temple, there was a tiny little altar, and it clicks with you that you've seen this statue there as well, in much smaller form.
Yeah.
So this is clearly some sort of
Aspect.
earth goddess
Yeah.
associated with
Mar and Gor.
Mar and Gor.
Why
Yeah,
wouldn't
so
I
maybe some sort of
have a bonus?
aspect or...
Because,
Yeah.
well, actually, because your cult lore covers your So, yeah. So you wouldn't necessarily get a bonus, but you're rolling against what you know about Mar and Gor. Basically, I would have given you
I
more.
don't know a lot.
If you had made it, I would have given you more information. So,
Actually, like who she is.
yes, exactly.
Yeah, this makes sense.
Does it?
Marangor isn't necessarily a bright and happy goddess.
What does Marangor stand for again?
She's like Kali. She's like a destructive
Oh, I
earth,
see.
Yeah.
dark-sided earth goddess.
I think it kind of goes against my plan then. That's me like, you could totally cause an earthquake and just like bring this whole place to the ground.
Yeah.
If it's affiliated with Marangor, you may not feel.
Do goddesses?
No, I don't care. I mean, she'll destroy what needs to be destroyed. And if those tools need to be used to cleanse something on some level, then and if it's being,
I was gonna say, you should totally use an earthquake to just level this place.
yeah,
up and loot
if she's not being represented and this is a misuse of her power, then that needs to be cleansed.
Let's get to the cleansing.
Let's start singing.
Now,
That went well last time.
one last thing. Everyone can make a listen or scan roll, your choice.
Don't make it.
I fail. Ooh.
Super 6. No, I
I
regular
failed.
6.
I fumbled.
Fumbled. Well,
Yeah.
Oh.
You are horrified. You've never seen anything like this.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
you
I'm just amazed.
you're completely enraptured by this statue.
Yeah, I'm
you know.
flashing back to that moment when I
Yeah.
saw the.
Yeah.
I succeed.
Okay.
My
Yeah,
goodness.
you're so enraptured by the
What?
statue. In
Goodness.
fact, you notice that its feet
Mm.
actually are like tree roots reaching into the earth.
That's a nice touch.
Yeah.
I like that.
I don't.
Kabaum.
I don't.
I have
You did you do search or scan? You see just the slightest trace of movement back behind some of the rubble on the far side of the
Lovely.
chamber.
Do my cats notice it too?
I would say they do.
Felines, what is that?
Do they have scan or listen skills in their own?
I don't know how that works. I don't know. They're just general smart cats.
They're smart
I'm not sure.
For their
Smart
stats,
cats.
did they have any extra?
See, they don't have any. No, I don't think so. They just have normal strength, con, size, blah blah blah.
Oh.
Mm.
Power dex, int. They have intelligence. Maybe that's something.
Let's see here.
Can I tell what it is?
Shadow cats have move quietly at 60% and hide in cover at 50%.
Wow.
But they don't have their own independent swatting.
So there's some movement behind
There
some
was
rubble.
some
Do I
movement.
notice what it is?
All you saw was that it was probably a human, and they're attempting to be stealthy.
There's only one human left that we know here.
Yeah. So I will shout at him, "You better stop moving, you ruffian!" And you now all obviously know
Yeah.
because I'm pointing.
Right.
I think we just have to shout out, Danikos!
I like the idea of you guys shouting. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you gonna go?
No, you
Got
first.
this. You got
You
this.
first.
And then I'm like, "But we don't know it's Danikos.
Yeah, we do.
No, it could be anyone."
It's literally the only one left is Danikos.
It's Eli's mom. Hi, honey.
So here's what's going on here.
It's really fucked up.
It is.
Okay, what is Kaba Oom's POW, please?
Not again. It's a 12.
12.
Not
Yeah.
again.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right.
Shit.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah. Yes, y'all aren't the only ones with magic.
Mm-hmm.
Our
Okay.
magic person.
Damn it, Renee! You had to go run a marathon today. All right. So you hear some muttered whispering, and then all of a sudden you just feel like afflicted by some spirits, perhaps of
What?
of
Cow ghosts?
well, of fear. You know, there's things clawing at your brain that are trying to instill you with fear.
I don't like this. This is reminding me of the lunar
So,
demons.
if we,
Yeah.
I mean, is that something that we can see happening too?
No, it's invisible.
So is it a spirit block or a spirit combat kind of
It's
thing?
not spirit combat. It's a spirit magic spell called Demoralize.
What about dismiss magic?
Well, what? Dismiss magic. Eh?
Yes, that's a rune. That's a rune
Mhm.
magic that anyone can do.
Or-
Are we all feeling this, or is just Kaba?
Just Kaba.
Is spirit screen something to use against this or counter magic?
Spirit screen. Is that a spirit magic as well?
So spirit screen and counter magic are both spirit magics. Dismiss magic is rune magic.
Okay. Spirit screen.
There's also spirit block.
That is.
So many spiritual.
Spirit thingy thingy thingy.
That is to absorb damage dealt in spirit combat. So no.
So this is a feeling.
Counter magic is defensive spell, protects the target, it is cast upon any other incoming spell. So that would be, let's see. So that would be something you'd have to be aware of.
What do you mean?
You'd have to see somebody casting a spell at you and be able to do
So hearing him.
counter magic.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Dang.
I have a fun question.
Yes.
How does ignite work?
That is, ignites anything normally burnable.
Nice.
Creates a small fire that can set such things alight, such as a torch, a thatched roof, or a dry backpack. Skin cannot be ignited.
God
hair,
damn it.
hair or fur may be,
Oh.
but the target's POW must be overcome.
So dismiss magic and or dispel magic are also not gonna.
Let's see.
How I make it stop.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll just start praying to Stormbull. I need an answer, please.
Yes.
The fuck I do.
See.
You just drop to your knees. What am I doing with my life?
So.
Cats, pray for me.
Okay. So dispel and dismiss magic are to get rid of spells already in effect. So yes, you can use that.
Okay.
What you've been hit with is demoralize.
Yeah.
So you're feeling a loss of faith in your own ability.
Oh no.
You can still defend yourself fully, but you attack only at half normal percentage.
It also says I would try to retreat if possible.
Yeah, if the spell takes effect before combat is started, the victim does not try to attack. So what you can do is what you can do is cast dispel magic, and it'll end that effect. But obviously, it will.
Could I cast Berserker to counteract this effect and become, in fact, stronger than before?
Even stronger than ever
Because fuck this
before.
guy.
Yes, Berserker.
Demoralize me, will you?
Let's see. Sends you into a murderous berserk fury. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Because you weren't in that earlier.
Hey man, let's make it happen.
Personal safety and all but the strongest loyalties are forgotten. I would say, yeah. I'd say that would overwhelm any effect.
I'm gonna
Because
cast that.
also it's rune magic, so that's gonna
Right.
kinda tend
And
to
then that
swamp the
You're
spirit
so
magic.
mad that you
Yeah.
feel like
Right, I feel bad. I'm like, it's clobbering time. So, and that preserves me from incapacitation, shock, unconsciousness, and exhaustion
It
additionally.
also increases your attack skill by half again.
Yes, it does.
Hell yes.
It's 2 points to counter magic. It adds 50% to my effective con. It's 2 times effective against chaotic creatures. 4 counter magic points against chaotic creatures, and then I'm preserved from all that shit.
Wow. Yeah, preserve from incapacitation, shock, unconsciousness, or exhaustion.
And all con rolls succeed unless they're a fumble.
Wow.
The only thing is afterwards you're totally exhausted, and I don't know what that means in
You
terms
cannot
of-
cast magic, parry, or dodge. Okay.
I don't do those anyway, so that's fine.
I don't do that.
What's
I don't do that.
exhaustion though for a character?
It's just you're pooped. You
Okay.
can't really do anything.
I get on my horse.
You are pooped. Okay, so that is afflicting Kaba. Have you
And then Kaba's
said
looking
anything?
at-
Have you said
Yeah.
you alerted them about the movement, right? Oh yeah, you shouted.
Yeah, I shouted at him, and I would probably tell them, I feel horrible. It's time to berserk.
Yes. Right. All right. So what are the rest of you doing?
What's the rune affinity for find enemy?
Find enemy is going to be.
truth.
That would make sense.
Where's my?
Maybe movement, because the enemy might be in motion.
What?
Oh, it's your choice. It's any.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
That is awful.
So, yeah, I'm gonna try to find enemies so that I can, point them out to our more skilled combatant members. If
Oh.
that's
My cat can find enemy if that's more helpful and you want to do something else with yourself.
Your cat has rune magic.
My cat has spirit magic, and there's a detect enemy.
Oh, detect enemy.
I could do that. I could have Rain do that if you want to.
Or other question is,
Yes.
Did Kava's Berserker overcome the demoralize, or did it just sort of, is it trying to cancel the other one out?
It will
No,
cancel it
no.
out.
Okay, so
And I'll
there-
be in berserker mode, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
okay, so it's not an effect when she's Berserker.
Right.
Right.
Okay, so then dismiss magic won't matter. I'm just gonna cast detect.
Find enemy.
Find enemy, because I have to roll for it, and if I roll like I've been rolling, who knows? So, movement. I make it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I find the location of an enemy
So-
who wishes me harm.
Okay, so it's going to cost you
Nice.
1 point.
Yep.
As you invoke Isseries to guide your guide your attention.
Yeah. Maybe I touch the ground where I see some footsteps, and that's sort of like.
Ooh, I like it.
Nice,
And the
that's
foot,
cool.
all of Danikos' footsteps illuminate.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
and
shit.
so I sort of I
That's
see where they're
really
leading me.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm able to pinpoint like where he is to the group.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's there.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see. So, caster psychically knows of anyone within the spell's range who intends to harm them. Yep, he definitely intends to harm you.
Indeed.
Okay. Great. So, and then you point him out, and Puig, what are you doing?
I am going to see if I can circle around to where the closure for the
Yeah.
corral is.
Okay. And Eli?
I throw a javelin at him once Hen points him out.
Of course.
Yes.
Okay. So, gotta find out if there's any like Runequest combat trackers that let me jot down things like strike ranks and whatnot.
Right.
What did I do with my pencil?
It's
There it is. Okay, so let's see. Kaba, your strike rank is 1 for your rune magic, plus your usual 4. So you're on 5. Eli?
6.
6 normally.
Mhm.
Okay, and is that including your javelin or?
No, I.
Oh, your javelin is 1/MR, right?
Right.
Okay, so you're on 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Kaba invokes her berserker call upon Stormbolt,
Yep.
which is 2 points. Yeah, 2 points. And
I
you
imagine
can
she like swells kind of and gets this flush and is just
you
like,
get even more swole, is what you're
Yes.
saying.
Yeah.
Even more
well, it's
swole.
not like Jade what you
It's like after a Arnold Schwarzenegger's after a workout, it's the best feeling in the world thing.
Oh my god. Just really quick. on one of the last episodes of Terrace House, which is our weird obsession, which is a Japanese reality show. This guy takes a girl on a date to the beach, makes her go and blow up the inner tube, and then he goes off to change into his swim trunks, and then like does like crunches and push-ups to get himself a little more swole before he goes back.
and it worked,
And it worked.
honestly.
Oh, it did.
Really?
It was good. It was effective.
Good-looking man.
It was highly effective.
All right, so,
So yeah, I'm looking like that.
you can roll your choice of beast or death
for
to activate Berserk.
Beast
Oh,
or
I see.
death.
Beast or death.
Well, they're both 80.
Beast.
so-
Beast, I guess.
Yeah.
Salute.
Well, you can think of it as if you roll a special, you'll get to check it. So which one would you prefer to check?
What's your affinities or rune affinities? Yeah.
Those ones. I mean,
Those are your highest.
Those are both at
Oh.
80, and air
Oh.
is at 80.
Wow, you're all ruined out.
I am all ruined out. I figured I should buff the few and not worry about the rest of them.
That's a solid strategy.
Does it? I mean, so if
It's really just personal preference.
death, because I wish death upon him.
Hey, there you go.
Good.
Kill this
Like
man.
Good for you.
I roll a 4
Wow, I
out
called
of
it.
80.
Oh shit.
Hot damn! So that's actually a critical success.
Yes.
Kritskis. So what this means?
Nice.
What it means for me?
So what does Berserker do to you?
Oh.
Gigantic swole.
What can Berserker do for you?
Oh, it's a crit, so it's max
Everything.
damage.
Everything.
Well, Berserker, your attack rating goes up by half again. Your con goes up by half again.
Okay.
You get counter magic points,
Okay.
which probably helps counteract all the.
Anything for damage?
And you're just more effective against like chaos creatures, and you can't be knocked out. It
Okay.
doesn't say anything about affecting.
What are you attacking with?
What don't I?
what? Yeah. What do you want?
Your
to
bare
use?
hands.
What were you rolling against?
What?
No, she was rolling to enact.
To enact
Oh.
the spell.
Oh, okay.
No, that was just to become berserked.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, then you're berserked.
I'm berserked.
Nice.
My
Okay, the roll was critical. The spell costs no rune points.
Oh. All right.
By the way, future reference. You can always increase your chances of casting rune spells. You can take longer to cast them, which will do. You can let's see. You can sacrifice magic points to give yourself bonuses.
Nice.
You can sacrifice living things to give yourself bonuses. The bigger the thing, the bigger the bonus. You can sacrifice a valuable object if you cast rune spells on a sacred date or in a sacred place. That gives you bonuses. So.
Nice.
So basically, anything that's like ritual related could help you buff your.
Indeed.
Can you passion to help that, or not necessarily?
To cast rune, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So Kapa starts to
Word out.
Hulk
yeah,
out.
starts to look like Summer and Rick and Morty when she does all the steroids.
Oh god.
Yes.
DMX starts playing in the background.
Even when she uses the machine and it just makes her gigantic and inside out, it's kind of like that and just horrifying looking. Like,
Probably gonna give it to you.
And then Eli, you're up next. So you want to toss your javelin.
Yeah, wherever Hen was like, there he is.
There he is.
It's like, so I want to impassion this with my clan.
Yes.
Since this is like a huge.
Oh well, they're clan enemies first of
Front
all,
against
and
my
you're
clan.
trying to get the cattle
I'm gonna
back
try to
too.
impassion this.
All right, go.
Please, no.
No. All right. So you're at
that.
minus 10
To your
to your javelin. So that puts you at
50.
Okay.
Can
so
I try with a rune or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
else? All right, death, I guess, or disorder. Wait, no, death, I guess.
death would work.
Go
You-
death.
You
Yes.
make
Yeah,
him death. So that's a net of plus 10.
Oh my god, you two have so much in common.
The what?
That's a net of plus 10 then.
Okay, so I'm back to.
No, plus 10 to your skill.
Yeah, I
So-
just got minus 10, so it's 50. So no, it was 60.
No. It's a net of plus 10 because you get plus 20 minus 10 is.
Oh, all right, thank you.
Yeah.
So 70,
Okay.
61. Okay.
Great.
So I made it.
All right, and your hit location, please.
Oh yes. That is going to be his right leg. That's lame.
Ow! I don't know. It's pretty
I was
funny,
an adventurer
actually.
like you, and then I took an arrow to the knee.
Yeah, it depends on how much damage you roll. Roll your damage.
So he's like Jim Carrey. In,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Too.
Exactly. Ah.
8.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Broke
Javelin.
his leg. Hopefully.
You're just
Smashed his femur.
Yeah, actually, you knocked him down to exactly 0 HP on his right leg because he has a little bit of leather armor.
Oh.
So,
I gotta do the
crippled.
bone.
So that is lame.
Yeah.
yeah, you lamed his leg. Well done.
Literally.
This is probably going to be a fairly short combat. And
Yeah, because Cobb was just gonna rip his head off. and then we'll flay his head and put it up as a display.
I will.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
I have enough points that I could attack him in this round, right?
you do, but there's going to be a little additional complication.
Of course there is.
I'm fine with it. More meat for the slaughter.
All right, so I mentioned all these skulls.
Oh,
no.
they're coming to life.
Oh no.
Well, what you see is under one of the cow skulls, the earth is rippling a little bit. So I'll just say that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely
Okay.
gonna kill this guy.
Kaba.
I'm gonna kill this guy.
He's going down.
Cat's casting anything on
Cast glamour, so you look really fierce when you do it.
you? Yeah.
Oh
So
man.
it's slightly less
Like I
terrifying.
need that in my life.
No, you just sparkly while you're doing it.
I know, it's amazing.
I imagine that Storm has not recovered spirit magic points yet from casting strength before.
That was a couple hours ago, so...
How many spirit points does it cost to cast?
2, so if he recovered 1, I could cast
Well,
it again.
How many magic points does
he have?
Storm
He
have?
has 3. And strength costs 2.
3. He has more than 3 magic points, though.
Does he?
Well, what's his POW?
His POW is 19.
Whoa.
So he has 19 magic
19
points.
magic points.
Oh, well then shit, yeah, cast strength again.
Hell yeah.
Poof, why
Yeah, you're
not?
good.
Okay.
You're good.
So I'm gonna use my big old damage weapon. Because I can.
19 magic points, you said?
Yeah, 0.8 magic points per hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right. So yeah. Anyway,
Okay. So, yes, so I'm gonna
you're
attack
charging.
with my giant thingy.
So you're charging on strike. Okay, so let's see here.
Because composite bows also use strength for attack, or that's like a different thing, or...
That is a different thing. So you want to shoot though?
No, I think that seems kind of, I don't know, I don't really understand the ammo thing, so I feel like I should just run up and try to cleave him in half.
I don't think a berserker is gonna have the.
That's true. Actually, you're gonna want to charge in there.
Bludgeoned.
I think so.
What's the strike rank on your? What are you using? Your dagger axe again?
Yes.
Okay, and that is a 1, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so your normal strike rank is 5 plus 1.
No,
you
it's
acted
4.
on. Oh, it's 4.
Yeah, it's
Oh, you're right.
1 and 3, right?
So okay, so 5. So you're acting on strike rank 10, except you're running across the room. So it's gonna be strike rank 11.
Okay.
Okay. So as this is great actually, as Kappa is charging across the room like ah, the rest of you see that bit of it's like a reverse ripple kind of going in under this cow skull, and then the cow skull starts to rise up.
What?
And it's basically just imagine if somebody was just in the earth wearing this cow skull, and now they're getting up out of the earth, and it's a humanoid shape made out of dirt,
It sounds like
Earth
an Earth
elemental?
elemental.
essentially, except it has a cow skull for a head, which is something you've never seen before. And earth elementals generally look more only vaguely humanoid. This looks like a dude wearing like a bodysuit that's covered in dirt, you
So
know.
he's an earth minotaur.
Kinda,
Like a
yeah.
skull
That's what it sounds
minotaur.
like.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a good way to put it.
There's a lot of roots and vines kind of coming out, you
Sounds
know.
pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty
horrifying.
Pretty horror. Yeah, there we go.
What deck?
So, but it's standing up and then just kind of stands. Doesn't really do anything.
Is this behind me, like I've run past
It's off
it
to your
already?
side.
Yeah.
You've run past it. You've
Okay,
run
so I don't
past
even see it.
No. Okay, so meanwhile, our friend Danikos was casting some protective magic on himself.
I don't care, I'm gonna chop him in half.
Before or after he got the javelin in the leg?
That would be after.
He's like, shit, they're
Yeah.
serious.
Oh,
Yeah, so the javelin is fully penetrated his
yeah,
leg.
it's in his bone.
It is all the way, yeah.
It's a spin turret. And
Yeah.
No,
it
it's
is.
worse. It sounds like it went all the way through, right?
Yeah, essentially. It shattered his femur, or at least chipped his femur on its way through. And it's
So
just-
he's pinned, sort of, effectively.
he's just like, ow! So, go for it.
supposed to hurt when people hit me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm supposed to be impervious.
Protect!
I rolled a 27 out of 74.
Wait, is that with your half again? What's your half again?
Oh no! What's
Yeah.
my, so how do I factor
So
that
your
in?
skill is normally 74?
100.
No, my skill is normally 65. I get 10% from the strength spell,
Okay, so
And I get-
75.
and I get half again from. Oh, it's 10% of 100, not 10% of what you have.
It's plus 10, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
And then I get half again from Berserkers.
So you'd be at 113.
112.5.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
And what did you roll?
a 27.
7.
So that's
Yeah, no.
Not quite as special,
No.
right?
yeah,
Really?
that's
No.
41%.
Yeah, a 113, a special would be 23.
So close.
23.
So basically, I'm adding half of 75 to 75. Is that how that works?
So 37.1.
Yeah.
38.
Right. Okay.
Okie dokie.
So, but
you
anyway,
hit
I
him.
make it.
And hit location?
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Same
Please be
leg.
the head. Please be the
I
head.
want it to be bad.
Please.
2.
Oh!
It was almost a
his
20,
leg,
and
his
then it
right
tipped.
leg again?
You hit his right leg again.
That is dumb. I'm
shit.
sorry. That's
Well, at least you know the
No, it isn't. It's that's he's got a javelin sticking. I was like, yeah.
The damage still carries through,
You
right?
do.
It does.
If you lose a leg, you bleed out in 4 minutes if you can't fix it right
Alright.
away.
Yeah, there's,
So.
there's a femoral artery there.
Right.
That's ironic.
Yes, there sure is.
All damage is directed. He like managed to armor everything except.
Right. Fuck you.
He's like, they'll never hit me here again.
So 3d6 plus my
Plus your 2d6.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So that will be 19.
Wow.
19, you say.
19, I say.
You chop his leg off.
Yay!
Yeah, I figured as much.
While screaming at him, "You can't cast Demoralize on me, you stupid little man!" How terrifying would that be? This
That's-
18-foot
Oh,
tall
I'm
face.
sorry.
His-
That is terrifying.
His final sight is terrifying. Final thing that he sees.
Oh, I don't think words come out.
It just comes out.
There's subtitles.
In my head, that's what I'm saying, but everyone else just hears garbage.
Yeah, I like
Did
it.
you do like animal talk to translate?
Actually, I was thinking something similar for our Minotaur friend here.
That could work. I'm not a herd beast.
No.
I'm just saying you're fully possessed by the bull storm god, so maybe there's some.
Is that how that works? I don't
know.
think I'm possessed when I'm berserked. I think
You're-
I'm just cray.
You're very storm bull, so who knows?
Yeah, I mean, this is rune magic. It's very powerful.
Yeah.
It's true.
You're fully possessed by the rage of the storm bolt.
Plus, I used the death rune, so I'm sure I just look so hideous.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
man.
calling upon the
Amazing.
storm bull. So.
Amazing.
Spittle
Yeah, in
flying.
fact, you know, it's rune magic. Your skin is probably like ebon black, and your eyes are red.
Yes.
You know, like literally.
Yes,
Oh.
and my hair is still red.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
my
Like you
God.
actually look like this avatar of the Destructor. You know?
I never want to forget this image. I'm trying to like imprint it. Yeah, I'm trying to imprint it in my brain. It's amazing.
You're in awe.
I'm
You're,
in
start
complete, like,
sketching while
Oh
you're-
my god! I probably will fall to my knees.
Well, you'll have yet more reason to fall to your knees because.
We all know what Eli's next tattoo
Is he still conscious? This
Oh,
guy?
he's dead.
He's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
His
Yeah.
leg's gone.
He straight up
Yeah.
killed him.
Yeah, you
Yeah, he's down.
spurred out his
He's
life
down and
spark.
out.
I mean,
There goes his
considering
life.
the javelin was what, 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On top of
19.
19.
And even with his extra armor protection, he had 5 points of
What a
armor
punk.
protection on his leg. So,
Like really, he did not prepare for this at all.
Can I rip his head off since I'm gonna want to take that home?
yes, next round.
yes.
On this round,
On this
Whoa.
round, something bad's gonna
at the end of start rank 12, you begin to see the stone woman statue begins to stir.
Oh,
Like
shit.
this stony grinding sound. And Eli, you speak Earth tongue.
I do. I'm a
So
god talker.
you hear her beginning to talk. Like the rest of you, it just sounds like stone moving on stone.
Yeah.
But you realize it's her talking,
What did she say?
actually. She says, I awaken.
Oh shit.
I hunger.
Oh shit.
One cow too many.
I have slept for far too long. I thirst for blood and offerings. Who will bring me more? And
Right.
at this point, you, Eli, have a sort of instinctual understanding that this is the daughter of Marangor. Her name is Idrima. So how do you feel about that?
Can I tell her to go back to sleep? It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Don't even worry about it. Just chill.
Wait.
Put a little bit of olive oil, a little lemon juice,
Little juice on that avocado.
on that
So
avocado.
good.
So good.
Wait,
Alright.
did you say her name is Adrima?
Idrima.
She was sleeping, so she was Adrima, and now she's Awaka?
Oh my god.
No, Jesus.
Sleep right now. All right. So
Minus
have
20
too
to
much
all
power,
skills.
man. Minus 20 to all skills.
erase all your checks.
Yeah.
And I will not.
Alright, so, oh shit. Well, how do we get, I could talk to her, right?
And so you can so Kappa's over here going like
Yeah.
trying to rip this guy's head off.
Oh,
Usually helps if you cut
We're
around
trying.
the
I'm
skin.
sure that with my rage, with my extra strength, I would just.
Yeah.
score the neck first, and then.
Good, yeah, we'll get to that. But anyway, so that's happening off to the side. Is blood spraying up on the walls.
Okay.
Um,
Well, there's
So-
the first sacrifice.
so what do you want to? So what do you want
I'm gonna
to
talk to her.
do? Yeah.
I'm gonna
So
talk to her.
so what do you want to?
What do I do to talk with her? Earth tongue.
Just
35.
talk to her,
Okay,
man.
so I'm gonna
You can
impassion
inspect-
myself with
Earth?
Earth. Yeah,
Yeah.
Earth and. Can I use elemental and power, like both two affinities? or
No,
one?
no, just the one room.
Okay, so I am gonna use Earth,
Mm-hmm.
which I do make,
Okay.
which is good.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so that's plus 10,
Plus 20.
plus 20. Okay, so it's 55 for Earth Tongue. I just make it. I make it exactly.
Wow, great.
Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
so you begin to speak back in Earth tongue.
So she's saying this, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so I'm saying, so I'm kind of entranced by what's happening here, but then I hear this and
This is not just
You know,
a
it's
statue of the
deity.
goddess.
It's-
This is
it's-
the goddess.
This is the goddess.
This is the
So
goddess.
then I run to where face her,
Mm-hmm.
and so she says that she hungers. Who's going to bring her more?
Her exact words were, I awaken, I hunger, I slept for far too long, I thirst for blood and offerings, will you bring me more?
I thought it was who will bring me.
I thought it was
It says,
who.
will you bring me more?
Will you?
Yeah.
Answer's no. This is
That's gonna be a hard no,
hard.
This is a
Adriana.
hard no. This is a mistake. Who summoned you?
Okay, so she says, no one summons me. I am a goddess. I come and go as I please. But I have awoken from all the blood that has been offered up, and I thirst for more.
How?
How far have I made it, by the way?
Yeah,
Circuit of the.
Ah, you are, that's right. You have circled around to the back. What you can see is that it is a large stone indeed, with a central pivot. So really all you have to do is just push on one side. These are cows, they don't
Yes,
think
I have
of us.
I have a plan.
Okay. Is it a cunning plan?
I mean, I would like to think I'm quite small.
Yes.
It wouldn't take much to like squeeze out and perhaps summon an earth elemental to just break the corral for me and let them out the back.
Ooh, okay, sure. Yeah. Why don't you give me a stealth roll?
Which stealth roll?
Oh,
Move quietly.
Move quietly. That's the one. That's what it's called.
I make it.
Great. Okay.
Just barely.
So you
So not
you
super
push
stealthy.
you push the corral gate open just enough for you to squeeze through, and then you push it shut again.
Oh, good.
All right.
She could just sit on me. That would be a terrifying way to end.
Meanwhile, the skull-headed creature is just kind of watching all this happen. So,
So I say there's no one here to serve you.
okay,
There's no one here to serve you or make sacrifices.
okay.
You should go back to where you came from. Your mother.
Is
Your
it
mother
always
wishes
a
it?
bad thing to sacrifice blood to a crazy blood goddess?
She seems pretty intense right now, so
Just a little too intense.
I'm gonna just say like we need to like kind of try to nip this in the bud. But apparently your bloodlust awaken her. So
That's what I do.
I know. Kababoo. Okay.
All right.
So-
Speaking of which, go ahead and give me a strength times 5 roll.
New strength.
What is that? Like
Yeah,
100?
whatever your modified strength is.
80?
Well,
What's your strength?
It's so I'm only adding it from my strength spell, right? Not berserker,
Yeah,
because that's just
yeah.
so it's 18 plus 8, so it's 26.
Okay, so yeah.
So I just times that by 5.
Yeah, so that would be
Like
130.
Yeah.
so
Okay.
you'll fail on a 0-0.
130. I rolled an 89.
Wow.
Doesn't matter.
So you have pulled Danikos' head from his shoulders.
I use his neck to like put blood on my head.
Of course. You're holding his bloody stump above your face and letting the blood run down over
And then I probably turn around and see this giant statue talking, and I'm like, what?
you. Well, in fact, you are still berserk. So
I still think when I'm berserk, it doesn't make me like unthinking.
Just like that's the actual. No,
This spell
the
sends-
opposite of berserker.
this spell sends the recipient into a murderous berserk
Yes.
fury.
Fury.
Personal safety and all but the
Doesn't matter.
strongest loyalties are forgotten in the rage to destroy.
What counts as strongest loyalty? Like on a.
These of you here,
Okay.
clan members.
Well, so I was
Family.
curious, like in terms of those, like how high does that rating have to be to count, for instance?
Like since
I'd say an 80 for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So none of my current loyalties stop me from.
If we tried to get in your way of what you're going to try to kill next, you'll kill us.
He says that current loyalty notwithstanding.
Yeah, you would just try and get them out of the way. Maybe not so
But does that
gently.
necessarily
Hunt us.
mean that I would bum rush a non-living moving statue? Like,
Well,
You are in a murderous
She's- and she's
destroyer
right?
fury.
But wouldn't I have to want to? Does that mean I want to murder everything, or just that I want to murder the things I want to murder? Like I already wanted
that's
to
a good
murder
question.
Danikos. I have no reason to murder a giant statue until she does something offensive.
Yeah, all but the strongest loyalties are forgotten in the rage to destroy. That means you want to destroy everything.
Everything in your path.
Motivation doesn't matter.
No.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
There's a trade-off.
There was motivation.
It's a trade-off.
It's
Yes.
it's like what happened in the City of Wonders.
However, now we know how that happened.
I mean-
however, you can try and roll against your intelligence times 1 to snap out of it.
So
Or I can just attack the statue.
Or you can attack the statue.
She's the goddess. She's not a statue.
That's right.
But I don't
Thank
know
you.
that.
I know,
right?
but I'm just.
Thank you.
No,
Eli.
no, but right, I don't.
I know you.
You don't know that,
Did
no.
she say that? She's like, excuse me, I'm not.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
So
Right, I'm right here.
So if I start to charge towards her, like what? Like, would you say anything? Does she say anything? Like,
I think it'd be just happening so fast that it's just like, oh shit, and so I'd probably get my head cut off somehow.
I think without a reason to, I probably wouldn't try to roll against my rage. So probably I would just start running at her if we're.
You
somehow-
just smeared your forehead with someone's neck blood. I'm pretty sure.
Not smeared. Took a shower in it.
Yeah, enjoyed it.
there's very little rationality in what's happening.
No, there's none.
You look like Kali right now.
Yes.
So.
So she might be into
So
this
great.
actually.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Hi.
Hi, he's here to pick me up.
Oh, okay, cool.
So she
Hello,
might
hello.
be into this. Okay, so I think what I'm hearing is that I would charge the statue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not them, but the statue.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
Cowman, but
Yeah.
the statue's a bigger target.
Yeah.
So I'll start running towards the statue.
Yes.
Okay.
Also sounds like statue's closer to
Eat
you.
it, eat it, eat
Probably.
it. Come on.
Oh, Edie.
Come on. You.
I'm fine. Mama wants you to.
Okay. So meanwhile, for Eli,
Yes.
the rope-like
Yes, that's covering her face.
parts about her face begin to separate, begin to come apart, and like blinding light is coming out
Love it.
from between.
Yes.
So what is your power, please?
Oh, it's 15.
See, more things change, more stay the same. 15, you say?
13.
13. Okay, so 12 times 5. Okay.
65.
Yeah.
Okay, so as she says to you,
Yeah.
you do not bargain with me. You bring me blood and sacrifice. And so basically, you have been afflicted with the equivalent of a demoralize spell. So you are quivering.
That was such a little
You are quivering in the presence of this goddess.
shitting myself.
Yes.
All right.
And then Kaba comes in from the side.
Do I see the light hitting Eli? Would I like be able to move Eli out of the way since I still know who they are?
If you want to do that, yeah, that's fine.
I mean, just as I run by, like I'll just sort of.
Oh, knock him out of the way?
Punch
Sure.
me out.
Shoulder him to the
That's
side.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
fine.
like save him.
Like
I just
a
move him.
linebacker.
And I am so tiny that like I can easily get just like whoa. There we go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You
Yeah.
get punted.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. All right.
So
All
while
right.
there's a distraction,
Yes.
I did make it outside.
That you did. You're now in the corral. It's a sea of cow flesh all around you.
Yes.
And
Meanwhile,
so
Yeah.
definitely, you can definitely summon that earth elemental.
Yes, I would like to
And,
summon an earth elemental with my
okay.
last point of rune magic.
Okay.
To knock a hole in the corral for me.
All right. Go ahead and make your earth rune roll.
I made it.
Okay. Great. So you bring up an earth elemental, and that happens.
All right,
Very easy. Very straightforward.
and that is one round.
That is your.
Okay, so
your
my
action
hurting
round.
roll will be next round.
That'll be next round.
Okay.
Okay, so Kaba, you're coming in here.
Now this only lasts for 15 minutes, so I don't know how much time has gone by, but the rage is a 15-minute rage.
It's been like
maybe a minute.
Maybe. Yeah.
Combat
Just
rounds
go
are really
with
short.
it.
I know, I'm totally thrilled.
I know. I love
I'm thrilled.
it.
By the way, unless it, I mean, I hope it's obvious, but the cats are not still sitting on me. Like when this
I would
happens,
not
they
think.
fuck
No,
off.
yeah, I would not think
They're
so.
like, Godspeed, and they like go hang out somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so
Within calling range.
Yes.
okay, so Adrima is going to try and grab you.
Fuck her.
Wait,
her
how big is
size?
she? How big? Yeah. How
Yeah.
big is she?
Size is 25.
Well, my
So,
size
yeah,
is not
18.
yeah. Unless that gets added to it all by my.
No.
Especially if a lot of that size is corpulence, then she's really not
Yeah,
like that
no,
tall.
she's
I think I'm at
Stocky.
18.5.
I think it said 3 meter high. It's like a 3 meter high statue.
Oh, that's not bad
that's
at all.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 18.
Yeah, no, this isn't like
Love it.
7 Voyages of Sinbad or something.
Anyway,
All right, so okay, so she's going to try and grab you, as I say, and there we are. There's grab.
Can I swing at her hand?
Yes, you can try to parry the
Giant
grab.
weapon.
You can try and parry the grab with
So
your
what do
weapon.
I- what
You're just
do I
going to roll
Well,
your
you
weapon
said you
skill.
couldn't parry when you were berserking.
I can't parry.
Oh, you can't parry your
But
dodge. That's right.
No, but is it a parry to just like see something coming and be like?
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, it is.
I
Yes.
thought parrying is when you like. Beep.
Yeah.
The parrying is any attempt to block an incoming attack.
I'm not
with
trying to
any-
block it. I'm
Just
trying
cut
to
off her
attack.
arm.
No.
Cut off
Well,
her
that would be your
hands.
attack.
That's
that would be
the-
your attack.
That's the term they use for
Yeah.
when you do that.
Yeah. Wow, I rolled a 0-2. Okay,
Oh
so
my
Oh
god.
boy.
let's
I get
see.
back up.
That is
Of course you
a critical.
That was a
So
critical squeeze.
Critically, fuck you.
the squeeze. All right, so let's see.
She's
where's
not
the-
impressed. You're not impressed, you giant bitch.
She's actually just
It
going to
still
bring you
comes out as
closer to
garble
striking
garble.
range, really.
Yeah.
It just sounds like stone on stone.
Yeah. So she hits
Oh
you.
yeah. No, it is garble. The subtitles.
Yeah.
So she hits you in the left leg. So she grabs you by the left leg.
Seriously.
Oh, upside
Yeah.
down. Fine.
Like a petulant child.
But I still have my weapon.
Yes.
I'm gonna slash the shit out of her hand.
All right. Hold on. Where's her?
Oh, I love it.
I guess she doesn't have a damage bonus. Lucky you. All right.
Thing
So
made out of stone
Yeah.
and giant. She has no damage. No,
well,
sorry.
on a grab.
But, okay,
It's a
just
grab.
checking, just
So
checking.
6 points of damage to your left leg. Less armor.
Less armor. Well, my armor is 6.
Okay.
So no damage.
Okay. Okie dokie. And yeah, you
So she
you may
doesn't
now.
hurt me at all. She just has me upside down.
She has grabbed you and picked you up, and you are upside down.
So I'm gonna
If
swing
I
my,
love that.
my
I love
giant
that.
dagger axe into her hand.
Okay, so you want to make a called shot, basically.
Well, that's the only thing I can reach, arguably, right?
Well, where's-
Arguably, you
go
could
for
hit
ankles.
anything.
I mean,
She's
yeah,
not
it's-
that much
she's
bigger
not,
than you.
she's not that
legs.
big, and you're carrying something that's got reach in it.
You've got
can I-
reach.
You can
yeah.
easily hit
Oh,
her
so I
legs,
can hit her
even
anywhere.
ankles,
Yeah,
or
you
abs.
can hit her anywhere.
abs.
So-
or her light box.
So I might hit her in the face then, but how does the called
Hit her in
shot
her
change
light
it?
box.
I might hit her in the light box. How does the called shot change that?
Okay,
It's
so
I think it's
way
way
more
more sit up to
specific.
reach her face.
basically,
But I'm in super
Upside
shape,
down.
so it's
You-
Yeah,
okay.
you've been preparing for this.
you automatically strike last, which was going to happen anyway. The attack skill is halved. So
That's the worst. That's
So-
the
Is
worst.
it have
Shots.
before or after?
it is had after
I
everything.
add all my shit.
So you're what was it?
So
130,
it's 130 something.
135
Divided by 2.
divided by 2 would be 75-ish. No.
No, it's like
60, 68. 68. Let's just say 68.
So I can roll it at a 68, or I can roll it normally and roll a d20 and hope that it hits
Yeah.
her in the face.
Yes.
Exactly.
I think I'll do that.
Yes.
Okay.
You're the king who makes
Yeah.
called
Right.
shots.
I don't think I would.
No.
So I rolled a 52, which is fine out of 137.
Right.
I'm not concerned. A 7.
Okay, that is going to hit her in the abdomen. Ow!
Oh,
dead bitch.
right in the big belly.
The
right?
baby maker.
Right in the baby maker.
Yeah.
Right in the baby factory.
Uh,
All right, so roll your damage.
oh my god.
What was the for?
I'm excited.
She's trying to.
She's
channel
harumping out of excitement.
some Pendragon roll
Eli
into
is
there.
like,
Oh, like,
at you.
whoa.
What's 15 plus 8?
23.
23.
That.
Oh my god.
Okay, all right.
Oh, I miss those feelings. I'm living vicariously through you. I think. It's like,
Honey, I am living.
Honey.
All right.
Fuck
so-
your giant statue lady, which just comes out of blah 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 blah.
That's how she got the name Kavaum.
Yeah.
Gibberish.
The most coherent
Statue's
said
last
she
thought
was-
is like, what the fuck is this crazy thing you
yeah,
say?
you gotta hold it. Yeah,
Take
exactly.
it back.
You
Yeah.
take it back, exactly.
I
Exactly.
asked for this.
I didn't ask for this.
Want some blood? Have your own.
Oh, I love
But
it.
she can't understand me.
I love it though. Oh,
All right.
so great.
Okay. So, since we're over time and in the interest of wrapping things up, I could have the Minotaur attack Hend, but I'll be nice. And
What?
I
Hey,
feel like we're.
do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Do what you must.
We
No.
can iris out on that.
basically, you've reduced her abdomen to 0, and
Yeah, so 0.
and which is normally a knockout. And she's not completely out of hit points yet, so you haven't killed her.
Okay.
So what happens on the following round is that she begins to sink down into the earth. Okay. And then of course your head touches the ground and you kind of get laid out, and then she releases you at the last minute as she just completely sinks into the ground, leaving this film of ochre and sort of goo and slime
what?
just on the ground where she was.
Oh.
And then the
So like,
the skull-headed minotaur just disintegrates.
so maybe like the skull-headed Minotaur starts like making
Yes.
towards me and
Yeah.
like cowering.
Yeah, it's
and
like-
sort of disintegrating.
And then like it's the old walking disintegration
Yeah.
thing, you know? Like,
So the skull just ends up right at your feet. All
yeah. Yeah, just
Yeah.
kind of
It's like, oh.
I too conquered something.
ha, take that.
So then I kick it
That's
away
one
and I
for the
hurt my
mantle.
foot. Ow!
Go ahead.
So I don't get one more strike in before she disappears.
Because she has a low strike rank.
I blame you.
So she's gone.
Holy shit.
Meanwhile, the earth elementals
Yes.
torn the wall down, so you can make your herd roll.
Yay.
All right. The cows run wild.
Oh, and since I made my earth, oh, that's
Into our
count towards.
Right, yeah, that was just activate. You can roll again if you want to.
Sure. We'll roll a beast again.
Okay.
Which oh yeah. Oh wait, it's already.
Oh my.
Ah,
Alright.
oh.
Alright.
Oh,
That's
how do
okay.
you live with yourself?
Have an 80 with my herd. Which I got a 10.
Okay, there you go.
Wow.
That'll do it.
Alright, so I'm just riding the remaining bowl.
Nice,
With
I like
this,
it.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
trailing cows.
I love
Yes.
it. I love it.
Back to my llama.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, so
Fucking take this place out with an earthquake.
yeah,
I may do
and
that.
earthquake.
Yeah,
do you want to do that?
I would
Do you
like
want to earthquake
I
the
would-
tower?
I would like to, yes.
Okay. I did a quick calculation earlier when you were
I'd like
thinking
to
about it,
too.
and it's basically with every magic point you spend, you geometrically increase the amount of square meters that your earthquake affects. So, how many magic points do you have?
Well, I currently have 11.
So you could affect like a 256 square
Right.
meter area.
Okay.
So that's more than enough for the tower.
So can I use like 10?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Because I don't want to
Except-
use.
Am I still in there because I'm still?
No, this is we're out of combat time here.
Yeah.
We're kind of montaging here.
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna use 10 magic
You
points.
can use 10 magic points, and then the more, let's see here. The more rune points you stack, the more severe the result. So if you blow all 3 of your rune points, you can bring that.
Okay.
You can bring that tower down. I would say.
So my rune points are, I have 6.
Oh, that's right, because you're an initiate.
Yeah.
So hell, if you want to spend.
I'm gonna spend all of them.
Yeah.
Just
Nice.
You
level
can
Yeah.
level it.
Yeah.
You can level it.
Good.
Just
I,
have it
I want to
swallowed by the
actually
earth.
have this
Yeah.
pay off in some way.
Also, there must be moralizing.
It's true.
Not demoralizing, but
Cheating.
But I'm
pro-moralizing.
gonna get punished later. I think I'm gonna get punished for opening up those doors when I wasn't supposed to.
No, I
Are
couldn't
you sure?
actually
Okay,
say that.
alright. So,
Is all about the
I will write some slash fic about that later, though.
oh my god.
So-
Can I supplement this with my earth rune too?
Huh?
Can I power this with my earth rune?
Yes, that's the only thing you have to do is make your earth roll.
And I add the bonus onto it?
No, it's just a straight earth rune roll.
But then why do I have all those points that I used? I'm just like, that's 16 points.
That's
Yeah.
to actually cast the spell.
That's
Yeah.
to cast it.
Yeah, but you still have to make the roll.
Of course I don't make it.
What the hell? All right, well, you know what? Like I say, we're montaging. If you don't make the roll, you can try again.
Well, also
and you can take more time, and then
yeah.
and et cetera, et cetera. So you know what? We're gonna.
So
It's
what's,
fine.
Wait,
What's-
let's say that we waited and you took the time.
You took the time.
Des, what's your earth percentage?
65?
So what did you roll?
I rolled 78.
So that's what, like 2 turns waiting?
It's like maybe
Casting
a
spell.
half hour.
So I
Yeah.
have to do that.
You just do an extended ritual
Okay.
to really call down the
I
earthquake.
really make sure I do.
We
Yeah.
have time because we're gonna loot.
You have
Well,
time.
someone has to have carried me out, right? Because I'm exhausted.
Dang it.
Yes.
So
Yes.
someone has to like have me over their
We'll
shoulder.
throw you over
Oh my
another
God.
cow or something.
Very
Amazing.
tired.
Yeah, over one of the cows.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
you were like demoralized when
Yeah.
you couldn't do the first time. It's like you can do it. Eli.
Let's try it again.
All right. So yes,
So I bring it down.
there was some talk of loot.
Oh.
So
We scan on our way out, or you just
more pottery shards. More pot. Are you
You know
kidding me?
what?
And last one.
Pottery
More
shards.
pottery shards.
A jawbone filled with teeth that have been replaced entirely with silver pins driven into the bone and set with semi-precious minerals.
Oh, that's awesome.
No apparent use other than as a conversation piece.
That'll fit with the
So
core.
that was
only if you're
But
okay.
it's
Hen.
with me.
You found that.
No, Hen
Hen?
got it.
Hen found that.
But I got pottery shards.
You do. You did. It's worth 250 lunars.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. Also, all of you get plus 3% reputation.
Oh,
Oh, that's nice.
I know. I'm like 3%. So it's 8.
And
3%?
actually make that 5%.
5%?
Oh,
Yep.
fine.
Great.
Because you drove off the goddess and you killed Danikos.
And we leveled that damn tower.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
he
true.
leveled the tower.
Yeah.
Does he like get extra percentage for leveling?
No, not reputation. So you bring the herd back to Clearwine Fort,
5.
and there you are. We'll get into this in more detail next week. We'll go over your kind of improvement roles and everything. But just briefly, Zara, the chieftain's wife, rewards you all with 200 silver lunars, or the equivalent in cattle.
Ooh, cattle. Oh, can I keep the wounded bull? I'm attached to.
Of course. Or other benefits the clan can provide.
Okay, I'm gonna say
So,
200 lunars worth of cattle.
Yeah, or benefits or cash.
What are the
Up to you.
benefits?
Well, we can talk about that next time, but just make a note of it.
How do you restore your magic points?
Magic points come back automatically, so you're
Only rune magic.
yeah. Yeah, and there's a whole
And the
like
rune
kind of
points?
downtime system that we'll do next time.
And then rune points?
You have to You have to meditate
Or
or pray to
worship.
God.
Worship and yeah, we'll cover that next time as well.
Alright.
Cool.
Which will be in 2 weeks because we're doing our
Yes.
short order session next week.
Next week's Delta
And, but yeah, that
Delta
was
Green next week.
that was the broken tower.
Well done, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, we broke that tower.
I really, I thought like, wow, she's the daughter of Mar and Gore. Maybe they'll set up a cult center here with Eli as the head priest. Nope.
Raise it to the ground.
No.
Yeah, she wants too many
I
cows.
liked that.
Yeah, that was really great.
Also,
It was so exciting. I didn't even knit anything.
That's true. You did.
we didn't even have to use the stone. Like, what are we gonna do with that?
Fuck that
Oh, that's
ghosty
true.
bitch.
I think Karya will want that.
Yeah, Karya will
Yeah, I
wanna
still got
use
that in my
those
pouch, so
things.
we'll see what.
Yeah, you killed Danikos too quickly to use.
Yeah, I know. It's like I saw
Yeah.
Danikos and
Javelin.
Oh, my leg! Oh, my head! Oh,
Yeah, no, it was.
I spun my little eye bad guy. No, Kappa, no! Ah!
I mean, you dismembered the guy.
Yeah.
All of day's work.
Oh, wow.
The cats are licking me as
Good
we like go
times.
back to town. They're
Yeah.
just like,
That all gave me a really good idea of your guys' capabilities. So,
Combat effectiveness.
yes.
At least,
I'm
yeah.
glad I have 2 weeks to think of the next adventure. Oh, shit.
Well,
Can't just
they
rely on throwing monsters at them.
Yeah, they destroyed a god, so
Yeah.
we did just.
well, we made her go away.
You drove her off. Yeah.
She retreat. Can you kill a goddess really in this game or not really?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Seems sacrilegious
To kill
a
a god.
I think we might have to like follow a hero quest to kill a god or something.
Yeah.
But I feel like as God kind of
blasphemy
worshipping
is
folk,
that, you know
maybe
what I'm
we
saying?
wouldn't be willing to kill a god.
part of the story.
I mean, at the same time,
It's
we're
dependent on
only.
the god.
Yeah, affiliated. Like,
so.
if you only care about that one god.
I mean, the Lunars tried to off Orlanth and more or less succeeded for a little bit. So
That's true.
it's not so much can you kill a god, but what prevents the god from coming back.
I see.
Yeah.
This is obviously a site where, I mean, where a lot of blood was shed, so wherever a lot of blood is shed, then she appears, it seems.
Except if it's her own.
Yeah.
Did she spill any blood?
No.
She spilled a bunch of
No,
ochre bullshit.
but what's
Yeah.
his name? Danikos was sacrificing all his animals there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then we sacrificed
And then
Danikos.
Kava, yeah.
And we sacrificed her.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
Anyway,
glad.
good game,
This
y'all.
was an excellent